pretty much all the way back up, and I would have been stopped. So my original entry was in here, and I would have been stopped on this wick here. So yeah, I'm kind of glad that I played it that way because I was able to make back at least a partial loss. Um, so what I was saying, I've been updating you guys all day long. Still sick, by the way. Yo,
Yo,
hello,
yo,
hello.
yo.
All right, when you're recording, and then we'll get right to it.
I'm already rolling, man, and everything looks good. We're rolling. Perfect.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Yep.
So I don't know, man. Like this is a tricky one. I'll say I guess I'm going to start in the high time frame. I'm going to work my way down, but before I do anything, let me turn off all these indicators. And I'm just going to leave it on this chart. I kind of like the off-white background a little bit because it's easier to see things. I find like this is kind of like too bright sometimes. So sometimes I switch to this one. But let me start on like the daily. Let's take a look on the daily and just work our way down. I'm going to show you guys what I see, and I'll let Spartan do his thing. So firstly, what I see right off the bat, I'm not even going to talk about the fractal right now. I'm just going to talk about what I see from like an actual trading perspective. I see momentum from the range low, right? Momentum is finally being broken here with the daily close. That's one thing I see right away. Doesn't always mean it's going to be like back like that. Sometimes it'll still like reclaim it, obviously, but I see that, right? I'm observing that. I also see that structure, higher highs and higher lows, technically hasn't been broken. If you're drawing them across from left to right, oh, sorry, I'm wrong. Actually, I'm wrong. It has been broken right here. Yes, daily structure has been broken. I don't know why I thought it hasn't. It has been broken. I repeat, it has. So daily market structure has broken. We now have another daily leg down, right? This is a lower low, lower high, lower low. So your structure, I wouldn't really call it swift structure. I would call this more like swift market structure, like the quicker structure that you want, swift, not this kind of delayed bull crap. That's not swift structure. This is swift structure. I prefer swift structure because it's a leading structure. Um, Now that being said, I'm going to say that basically from a mitigation standpoint, what I'm not too happy with is this. So we went down, we went up, we went down again, but it's a very very poor break of structure. Like that's not significant enough for me to say, oh yeah, we're coming down to 80K. Like even though that's my plan overall, I still think we could do something like a fake out play like that again, and I'm kind of hoping we do. But and my reason's pretty simple. We have a CME gap up here at like I think it's in the 89 region, 89 point something. I don't know. We can check. There's a CME gap. Not only is there a CME gap, you have a big imbalance here, right? The way the price is squeezing down, it looks like we could easily push past it. Like the second these shorts get underwater on this last daily candle, it's going to smash. I feel it's going to just smash straight up. Um, Apart from that, like if we start recovering up towards the top of this range that we broke down from, we could also think of it like a power of three on a mid to high time frame. So maybe what we're seeing here is something like this, where this is your accumulation, kind of like we've been seeing a lot of bearish ones, but maybe this is our first bullish one, right? We get a bullish PO3 up like that. And I actually kind of like that idea. I'm going to actually screenshot that right now. And I'm not going to color code it, but I'm going to post it in my channel just so we can reference this later if we need to. So I like that idea a lot. Let me delete some of these lines here. I don't know why I left those on my chart, but whatever, it is what it is. Uh, we have imbalances, as I mentioned, and we also have that zone that I was really hoping we'd tag, which was right here. But not only that, on the weekly time frame, you have an unfinished candle. Now, you don't always come back for these. You don't always come back for them, but sometimes you do. Now, in the event that we do, let's say this week or next week, for example, we have another supply range. There's a 6 hour OB right here. And then above that 6 hour OB, there's 145-minute OB at the actual top, which I love, by the way. I still love it. And I think we could easily come back for it and reject. And I'm leaving those on my chart. I've seen it before where you come back into a high time frame wick. Let me go back to the daily, or sorry, weekly. Sometimes you come back 80% of the way into a wick, and where would that OB line up? Definitely in that 80% region of this wick. So from here to here, if I pull a fib on the wick, look at that, beautiful, right on the money of where I want to see that retracement. So that 45-minute OB is a heavy duty zone for me because I would not be shocked at all if we put in a weekly candle like this coming into that zone. So if we end up going up past 92.6, we end up busting past this, 93.5. We have this zone, but I'm not too confident in that one. I like this one and I like this one. Those are my two favorite zones right now for like a comparison to the 2022 fractal. Low time frame is a different story. So we have a 2-hour OB below us, right? There's a 2-hour OB right here. Now, on top of that, you also have, if you go back with the replay tool, you also have a demand range. I can go to the 30-minute time frame and show you guys that. The whole thing has not been mitigated. Okay, so if you look at it like this, you price made a high, it made a higher low, and it made a higher high. And if you draw your structure over to the break of structure line, this whole thing has not been mitigated. So that's what I'm drawing in. And I'm going to leave this over here because what that tells me is that, you know, we might just bounce off the ledge, which is here at 85.8, but it could come all the way down to 85,063. I'm fairly confident that we're going to get something there, but you know, just because I'm confident in that, I wouldn't limit order it. That's for sure. I would, I would personally want to see some kind of a reaction before I'd give it a try. But I don't know if you're going to get structured, right? It all depends on what Asia does here or New York does. Maybe Asia ranges while New York, you know, does something like that and brings it up. I don't know, but I know one thing: a lot of weekly open pumps. A lot of the moves lately on the weekly open have been pumps. Let me just turn this back on so I can turn these off. And I'm going to go and drag over my other indicator because clearly it's not here for some reason. Let's go with this one here, the kill zone. I want to see my kill zones. There we go. So if we go back to like last weekly open, you get something. Okay, the last one, right? The last weekly open was a dump. The one before that, I think, was a pump. If I remember correctly. Yeah, kind of like yeah, it pumped that night, but a lot of them have been, right? Let me go back to the session drawing limit 40. Just for comparison's sakes, look at this one here. As you can see, a lot of the time when you get them, it doesn't mean it's always recovered right away, but oftentimes it's recovered very, very quickly after, usually by Wednesday, right? Most times Monday, Tuesday, but usually at the very least Wednesday, you get that recovery. So this was a weekly open pump. This was a straight up weekly open pump, then reversal, and then half reversal, then the full reversal came later. I'm kind of hoping we get this. I'm hoping we get it, but I don't know if we're going to. And then the Sunday before that, look at that, straight up. So as you can tell, Asia loves to play this move, by the way. They love weekly open pump and dumps. Um, very savage on the weekly open move from Asia. But tonight so far, I'm not really seeing it. However, if they start closing past this high, for me, I'm not even thinking about really shorting it at all, to be honest. Like I'm looking at like back test longs. Like I'm looking to rim see this up if I see a way to. So basically, technically, there would have been an entry right here because what did price do? Lower low, lower high, lower low. Even though that's a sign of an SFP and another distribution, even though it's a distribution, it's showing the first time of failure in this range. It's showing that people are trying to actually push it up past the high. Now, sure, you know, this should have been the targeted low, but you see what happened. Your structure from the low up, higher highs and higher lows, look what happened with them. You SFP'd that. So then it's kind of Uno reverse. So this is no longer the weak high. This is weak low. This is now your weak high. So we're gravitating back to test the current Asian high. If we close above it and hold it, I'm looking for longs up. Now, I don't know if we're going to get it. It might just be a quick spike up. I'll be honest, guys. I was really, really hoping that this wouldn't have been the low right here during Australia market hours. I was hoping that was not going to be the play, but it ended up being the play. I was looking for a little bit lower. I was looking for a tap into that OB, or at least that demand range, and we just missed it. So a little sour with that. I feel like maybe we get it again. We'll have to see what happens during Asia's hours. Obviously, if they just go straight up like this, chances are this is going to be irrelevant by the time you come back. We're going to know very soon because they're really trying to push it here. Let's check open interest. I mean, there's not really like a solidified divergence here. I mean, there could have been, but it's now invalidated. I'm going to check USDT, and I'm also going to check ETH as well to see what's. I don't know what's going on with them. It's taking me in the wrong spot. Yeah, they're all breaking up at the same time right now, or trying to. It looks like there's more power behind USDT and ETH right now than there is with BTC. ETH is actually busting up very nicely here. And usually when that happens, oftentimes Bitcoin will follow. So it's looking way stronger than BTC. And on the lows, you had a bullish divergence between Bitcoin and Ethereum. If I'm leaning more in any direction, I'm leaning up. Because like I remember, everybody shorted these lows, right? Like so many people shorted the lows here. But we do have a flip zone. So maybe we don't get along right away, right? Maybe we're going to reject eventually. Even on a weekly open pump, you're going to reject. And if we go back and turn all these indicators off again, we go back to the zone that we had earlier, that 1 hour OB that I was really, really confident in actually. And unfortunately, it only gave a shitty reaction. It was like $1,000 move. It wasn't that bad. We hit it to the dollar overnight. My limit got filled. I had limits stacked in here. Only two of them got filled. No biggie. But if you look at what happened, what did that demand zone do? It produced a lower high for a lower low, and it wasn't just any lower low. It was a sharp, aggressive lower low. So now all eyes should be on this zone because this is now a flip zone. So you have demand that flipped into supply, causing a significant range break. Right. So that's how I'm looking at this. So now knowing this, of course, I'm more tempted to look for shorts from in here if I can get my hands on one. But I'm very nervous at the same time because a lot of these shorts are going to be underwater and they could squeeze it straight back up, taking out the rest of this curve here. I don't think this is going to hold. If it does, it's probably temporary. I think we're really going to 93K or sorry, 92K at the very minimum. If we get above here, it's just a matter of time. Like I don't really forecast this. I think that'd be kind of rare to see that happen. I think it's more likely. And if I change my mind, I'll let you guys know. But I think this is more likely, something like that, where we pump up, take out this high. Hopefully, it's more like this, a little bit of a retrace first, and then you come up and take the high and do something like that. And then it's kind of like this, right? Where you actually have ranges in between to get involved in. Let's be real. We all know it's very hard to catch a trade in this shit, right? Like it's very, very, very challenging. And who would want that? Why do you want straight up and straight down? Like, no, I don't want that at all because it makes my life a million times harder and I'm just sitting here with FOMO. I want it to be nice and slow. I want it to have actual swift structure behind it, not too slow, but I want it to, give something. I want to be able to trade this. I cannot trade this. I could have traded that long before I popped on the stream and I thought about it because I seen that we were in a demand range and I seen the SFP. I'll be honest, I was trying to prep for the stream and I missed it because of that, but that's okay. Would I have taken this trade? I definitely would not have marketed here with a stop down here, that's for sure, after being burned a few longs. But I would have tried this secondary entry with the stop right here because it looks better than the first one and the risk to reward looks cleaner to me. But I would already have my stop to break even. So like any trade that I'm taking at all, I don't care where it's at, my stop is going to break even very quickly. Even if it's using internal structure, I don't really care. I'm doing that. Like there's nothing stopping me from doing that. Something else I want to consider is the fact that we have this downward supply that we could also reject from. And because this is a failed order block, even though it did flip, it could still be considered a breaker. And that's what we're hitting right now. So maybe we don't make our way up to here right away. Perhaps we kind of like backtest again here very soon and we reject up the bottom end of this breaker block. Let's pull a volume pull very quickly. I'm going to pull it from the top down, the top of the range that we broke down from all the way down to here. Yeah, there's not really much in there. There's not really much in there. In fact, most of the volume is kind of like right before this guy, actually, surprisingly enough. And sorry, most of it's down here, but I'm not seeing a whole lot there. Let me pull a little bit further back. And not really a whole lot there. So nothing that I'm particularly interested in, but let me check this. Let me go into here and pull on where is my other indicator at? Right here. I want to check the session. Now remember, again, a lot of times when you have weekend moves, they get reversed, right? So like the whole dump thing CME gap above, it makes sense to go higher. Like, let's be real. Like, I don't know if anybody in here is shooting for down here yet, but I'm not. I just don't think it makes sense given the circumstances of what's going on here. Could it still happen? Absolutely. But until I have a reason to really suspect that, I'm not. CME gap, easy squeezable shorts. So many different things working against that idea right now. So I'm going to check the lower time frame again very quickly. I might actually look for a long. Let me see.
Is your dog dying or something?
Sounds like it, right?
Yeah.
She like, I'm telling you, no, she has a collapsed trachea. She's 12 years old, so
Oh wow.
um, yeah, she's on like pills for that, but they don't like stop it fully. And she likes to sit underneath me every time I'm streaming. And you know what? She doesn't cough all day long until I stream. I swear to
Hmm.
God,
Hey,
it's
just letting you
crazy.
know, your connection has been kind of going in and out. I thought it was mine, but I just saw somebody else in the chat mention that. So,
Really? Okay, hold on, guys. Let me try this very quick. I'm going to stop this share. I'm going to switch networks. Hold on, I might disconnect for a second. Does now. That's weird, though. It shouldn't have.
yeah. Yeah, but it
Okay, let me
was.
know. Is that better?
It's
No.
it seems all right. No, the drawing seems fine. It was your voice that kept on getting cut out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, shit, everything's
The
pushing.
that's not. Yeah. USDT looks a lot more bullish, and he actually eats like smashing right now, man. What the hell is going on here? It's up $100 from the low already.
No,
Uh, Perfect, because I didn't get into a long, so of course that would be it.
of course.
I
That's
was
the
hoping
low.
for just a little bit low.
You missed the low, bro. All the way to all-time highs, 300K.
Take a long? Did you take a long?
No, I haven't taken a trade all weekend, bro. I had a wrestling tournament on Friday, a wrestling tournament on Saturday, and then freaking today I had to finish up a whole bunch of work for school. So that I'm just now looking at the charts for the first time all weekend.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, that might have been it. They might just do that. They're probably going to do that weekly open pump thing. It looks like it. Well, I mean, they are doing it. What am I saying? Probably they are doing it right.
Right?
Here we go. Typical Asia. Weekly open pump, not giving you a really good entry, and then straight vertical until New York does something about it or London does something about it for a half pullback. That might be the intention. Straight up into this zone, pull back a little bit or range up in here, and then do something like
A-
this, and then back up again.
And
Like that wouldn't shock me at all.
not gonna lie, like at least from my perspective, zoom out a little bit. Like I think that looks like a relatively decent accumulation. But the thing is, it just happened in the middle of nowhere.
Well, my problem with it is you had an accumulation here,
Hmm.
a manipulation, a bearish expansion down that took out this low. Sure, you could argue another accumulation here, another internal one, but then it had another distribution, and then you had another manipulation. So, like, what's going on? Like,
It
how do
the
you?
it's
It could have been, you know,
yeah, it's the not fu pattern. That's what it is.
you had just as many reasons to look at this accumulate as you did to distribute, and that's the problem with it. And the fact of the matter is that you did not hit the OB down here. That's what held me back.
That's smart
Um,
though, you know. Even if you miss the trade, that's the smartest trade you took, not taking the trade, because you start getting used to taking positions when you're not at points of interest. That's when you start getting wrecked, you know?
yeah.
So good move, man. Good trade.
Well, I took a couple of them actually, so not really, but they didn't work.
Yeah.
I didn't lose money. The longs were break even. I lost money on a short, but that's okay because I made it back on the next trade. But um, maybe we also might just be coming back to mitigate this previous day VWAP, which is also a very normal thing. Which would SFP this high potentially, and then maybe we get a chance at an entry. I don't know, or maybe they just pull it back right now. We'll see.
it could.
If they pull it back right now, I'm looking to see what we have here. So I'm going to turn everything off again,
Hmm.
and I'm going to go to 5 or 10. Do we have a breaker?
Where did we close Friday?
Hold on.
Yeah.
It might be an hour. It might be an hour never entry. Hold on. They don't have the one time you don't have a clear breaker block. All you have is this one 10-minute body. Like, let me try pulling a fib and see what the Fibonacci guys are looking at. Too low. Too low. Way too low. Way, way, way too low. Okay, 1 second. Let me check the 1 hour. Let me pull on. Let me check the 4 hour. See, I would have liked if this is meant to be the low. I would have liked. Oops. I would have liked to come back and do something like this, where like it wicked in a little bit deeper on that low. Like that's not really deep enough for me. Like I don't like that as a model too. I don't like this low at all. It looks,
Yeah.
you know, on the time frame, it looks messed up. But we could still come back for it. In fact, if we do come back now, I would not be surprised if we front run the low again and do this. So I would draw in this whole wick as demand. Not the whole wick. I would draw in like half of it like this on the
Hmm.
4 hour. And I would take half of that wick just like that, and I would have an alert on it. And then I would also have an alert below it in case you like it, but don't just limit order it, right? Like watch for something like
Something.
this coming out of it. If you take the trade, yeah, exactly. If you see that sweep of the low, take the trade. But that's I don't know. I can't remember the ticker for CME, but let me set an alert here.
Uh,
Do you know what the C
yeah. It's BTC exclamation point or BTC one exclamation point. One of the two. Or you could just type BTC CME and it usually
Yeah, I
pops
found
up.
it. It's huge. There's a huge gap, massive gap.
Yeah. And that's the
88,500. So it's like it's not that hard to hit. I mean, we could easily do that in like an hour or less.
yeah.
Oh man, that's nasty, bro. Look how nasty that looks.
Yeah. Doesn't look good, bruv.
88. Well, actually, we might just fill that gap into this supply range and dump again because that's where you had like right above that you have an internal supply right here. Actually, I would draw this in. I'm on the 10-minute time frame. It's probably a 30-minute OB. Yeah, it's a 30-minute OB, and then maybe an hourly OB. Nope, 45. Nope, 30. Draw this 30-minute order block in, which is right above your CME gap. It would fill the gap, and we would look for a rejection there as well. So draw the gap in at 88,500 and look for potential shorts up in here on the gap fill, something like that, basically. And then we can possibly take it down to the low. We don't know yet. We'll see. I don't know if that's going to be the trade because we also have FOMC Wednesday, and they may hold this off until Wednesday. See, the thing is, right, from a fractal standpoint, let me go back to my fractal. The thing is, from a fractal standpoint, what I'm seeing here is the same thing over and over and over again, right? Like this is literally identical. I don't care what anybody says. It's not picture perfect, but it's damn close. Like from a candle for candle perspective, it's not identical. From a narrative standpoint, it's identical. You know, your swing low, you got your swing low, you got your front run on the low, front run on the low. You know, you have um, your swing high. I'm going to call this the swing high now, and then you had the second touch in the high, second touch in the high. This is close, not quite perfect again, but you have the same narrative playing out. Here's your manipulation. Here's your manipulation. You have the structure breakdown, the bigger structure break, the bigger structure break. You have a demand to supply flip from blue box to black box, which was left actually unmitigated until the end of the manipulation here. This manipulation grabbed out some liquidity, but not all. This manipulation here grabbed out all this liquidity and left this guy behind, but it took all of it. So there is a difference between that part of the fractal. But look at what happened. You had momentum line up. You deviated below it aggressively. Again, you deviated below it aggressively. And look what happened back then. So where I'm thinking we're at, and this fractal is here. Like I see this. So I don't know if it's going to play out, but I wouldn't be surprised if we shot all the way up into that black box up here at 92, filled a lot of stuff, or even taking out that weekly candles high that we didn't fix, and then dumping down from there. Like that's exactly what I see. Now, again, if you start closing below this low and you start closing below that 2 hour order block or anything below 84.5 at the moment, then no. We probably already had the manipulation, and this was the manipulation right here. It's just on a faster scale, and this is never going to get hit. So really, I'm leaning more towards, the fact that I think we haven't mitigated that zone yet. And I think we're still going to mitigate that zone, but I wouldn't bet on it, I wouldn't go and gamble on it kind of thing. Like I still would play it level for level is what I'm saying, but I do forecast this. I think this fractal is still going to continue to play out. I think once we hit the zone up, it's not just going to be a straight shot down right away. I think we're going to make it seem like an accumulation again on the right, like they did back in 22. They ranged it for what? How many more days? Like 2 weeks before they really dumped it off to entice the most longs possible, right? That's the plan. Entice longs into the midpoint of your range where you had the most horizontal support, where all the traders that trade horizontal levels and all the basic stuff, they see that as support, your range equilibrium. People are like, oh, yeah, this is going to hold. We're going to 100K. Entice longs in that overall region where your point of control is, the midpoint of your range, and then just go right through it. Once they're all in, rip it down. And that's what I see, man. I see the exact same kind of thing. This is your support range. Price tried to hold it many days in a row and it couldn't quite hold it. You PO3'd above it and then you die off. Okay, what do you see here on the right? Present day, you have your support range. You have the manipulation into you die off, right? So like again, like this is just doing the same thing. Um, yeah, okay. I'll read that text message real quick. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, bro. It looks like the same thing over and over and over again to me, but they're moving it up now quite aggressively. Oh man, of course, of course, of course, of course. These I'm just probably gonna wait till tomorrow to take a trade if I see this crap hold because it ain't worth my time. I'm not long in the top or I can't long here and cut where am I gonna put my stop loss at? You know what I mean? Like I can't just follow my wait in time. I tried a few longs and I thought that they did trick me on the low with the front run on the OB. And it seems like that's like the fifth time I got tricked by that lately. So from now on, I think I'm just gonna assume that everything's a front run. You had this easy liquidity here, and it looks like we could make our way up to the 88.1 region very, very, very quickly. So, yeah, I think we're going to make our way up. Clearly, it's another weekly open pump, and we all know how they usually last. They don't last, right? But they might actually hold it until FOMC or after FOMC. So don't be surprised if that's the case, right? But this is looking straight vertical. If you really wanted to try to chase it up with an aggressive entry, you could look for order blocks or ranges to form along the way. But don't forget, Asia likes to squeeze, so I don't even know if you'll get that. This might just squeeze straight up, right? So not to entice FOMO or anything, but that could happen. And obviously, ETH is squeezing very aggressively right now, so it's almost it's almost at the curve. Well, they both are now, I guess. But this is looking like, man, I should have taken the long right here on this VWAP hold. I was too busy getting ready to stream, and I took a little break before I started, but. Yeah, shit. Okay, I'm gonna
Happens.
pass the torch.
To who? Thor's in here?
No, you're in here. I
Oh.
gotta plan something right quick while you do that.
Plant? Did the guy say he's got to plant something real quick?
Plan,
Oh.
plan.
Let's see. Do do do. All right, so you see my little scribbles on here. I told you last stream what we were looking at are four possible trades. I think that's what I was saying, which was, all right, just giving you context where these two red lines are. We got this node here, which is all the local. It's not on the macro one. You can see it a little bit, but it's not that pronounced on the macro. But within this local range, we had this area up here, which was the POC-ish area. Then we had this node right here, and then this node right here. And, freaking, I told you guys that we could have had a few things happen around here, which was purge this level, get a retest, and move back down. Purge the level, get a retest bullishly, and continue up. And then what's the next one? What's the next one? What's the next one? Break down here, purge this level, come back up, retest it, or purge it and bearishly retest it for the move down. So what we saw, and I told you guys, we had the rest of this volume gap right here, or the rest of this candle gap, and I think that was on the 12-hour or let me see, 12-hour, 8-hour, might have been the daily. Forget where that gap was exactly. 18-hour, 12-hour. I think it was more the 12-hour that I was looking at, somewhere around there. But I had that marked because I was like, hey, we could definitely come up to fill this. But I wanted to see a retest. I didn't take a trade up around that area because you can see how we came up. We didn't really get a retest. I'll go down to the 15-minute and show you. You could have caught a nice move. Like, so this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see a purge of the level, like us go above it, retest, and then move up. But remember what I said, guys, and I said this in the last stream, I'll clip it. I said if we don't tag into this gap before we go up, I think that would be a good long, and I would take profit at this gap on the long. All right, and then I would look for us to go up to this next node above us. So we ended up getting that retest, didn't tag into the gap, finally retested, tagged into it, and we went a little bit higher. We did front run the POC, and you can see we front ran that POC, and it's kind of ugly, but whatever. So right now, and you guys can see, look what happened when we came back down. Look what happened when we came back down. We broke the level, retest, and then from there you could have been chilling. I'm actually a little upset that I missed that trade now. Like I said, I wasn't really watching the charts all weekend from like Friday 10, 11 o'clock because I was refereeing the whole time. So I was just like, whatever, man. You know? So what's going on now? All right. So now you got to go back to a couple other streams that we were talking about. I'm going to get all of this out of the way. And one thing I was saying about that 87.6 level, and let's get onto the higher time frames, was that I said this maybe 2 weeks ago. I said if we come down to the 86 level, I don't expect us to bounce straight from the level and go up. I expected these to get knocked out first. And what I wanted to see after that was either a retest on this node to smack us back down, which it looks like we're right at that level. It looks like we're literally bouncing right up at it. Or I would like to see us purge this stuff, come back up, and retest here. I think this would be a very nice trade. The short, I guess, like we're in the right area for a short. We are. We've literally back test that high volume node damn near to the dollar. Um, but if we go up any higher, man, I really think we're at least purging this. I think we start filling stuff higher up. But I would definitely be looking more so the long on the break and retest of here and then moving up. That would be kind of nice. I would like that. And I would personally like to see us, like I have it drawn here, purge these highs out first, then retest it. So when we come up, sure we could SFP this high, but there's not going to be as much liquidity at that high than was over here. So majority of that got purged out. So all we got is like straight shots on the way up. You know what I mean? But you got to be careful because we could just SFP. We could just SFP. So I would definitely be paying attention within this level. Hopefully, I could see some type of a three top or a chalk or whatever they call it, a chooch, happen around here. I'll show you what that would kind of look like because it doesn't have to be a perfect test. So
Show.
a chode, I would like to see something, maybe like this, and then I can enter on that double break of structure. So I think White Phoenix talks about double breaks of structure. So we have a break of structure here. All right. Then when we come back and test it on this move up. I personally would like to see that. I think that would be more of a confirmation that this level held and we could see higher at that point. But again, it's very possible, and depending on how high you are, it'd be stupid. It would be really stupid not to put or de-risk it at this high. You know what I mean? So I don't necessarily know if it would be best. I really gotta look at it, and it's gonna be in the moment where I'd make that decision. If I would want to get into a trade so close to this high, because it could easily just do one of these. Especially if Asia puts this in tonight, then all of a sudden you have London dumping it, and then you have New York just sweep that. I would definitely watch out for the possible SFP and getting smacked under here. But I do think that would be a solid long. I think that's been in my game plan for the last maybe month, talking about this 87.6 level. I was surprised when we did bounce from this level up to the POC. I was kind of surprised, or front running the POC. I thought we were going to initially take this out because remember, on the lower time frames we had equal lows there, we had the liquidity curve, and I believe there was a lower time frame fair value gap within this level. I definitely think there was something in there to get filled. So we all mentioned that that was a possible area for us to retrace down to. But how it happened was kind of, it was different. Like I was expecting once we came down to this level that we would immediately purge it, not bounce and then come back and purge it. But it is what it is. Trading this was the same deal though, because we ended up getting a nice retest after we broke under it on the lower time frames. We came up, retested it, and then moved on up. And then from there, if you guys want to just ignore the anchored volume profile, let me get this off real quick. All right, and we are only looking at this one. You can see that we had from this node a clear imbalance up to this node. So that retest there, that was a good trade. Even though I was thinking we're still going to purge this, if you get the trade, if it's there, if it's showing you, it's at your point of interest, you're getting what you want to see, take the trade. You just got to keep your risk down and understand that, hey man, it might not work out, but majority of the times those typically do work out. So again, guys, I'm just looking for a purge, retest, come back up. Or not a purge, a reclaim of that node. Because if you look, let's see what this looks like now. Do, 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 do. We still have a pretty big imbalance in here. It really wouldn't surprise me if we freaking still come in between 87.6 and 90 and kind of range out and fill that imbalance. All right. Like I said last time, if we hang out here any longer, we're gonna shift the POC down. I can definitely see that, and the reason why I say that, guys, is because hold on, I'll show you. Let me just get rid of all these scribbles off of here. The reason why I say that, if I take away the price action, so I come in here, I hide it. You can see how, let me take off the POC too. Boom. You can see how this level is very close to this level. And even these two aren't far off, So the more time that we spend around this lower one down here, there's a good chance that we're going to pull that POC down. And you just got to think about it from a psychology point. When people see, because they don't keep track of these things over time, maybe they didn't notice it was a POC shift, but they're going to see, hey, the POC's there, we broke underneath it, it's time to hella short, or hey, we broke back above it, it's time to hella long. So you have that psychological aspect of it being a level of interest at that point in time. um but I honestly think, to kind of silence some of that noise, like, oh, is it a POC shift, yada yada, just get used to taking all these nodes serious and understand that price is just going to bounce around them until it fills. I definitely think this can get filled again. If we get back above here, I definitely think we could come back into 90.3 and we start. I don't want to say it now because we're let me see. We are about 10% or 7% away. So, but I could see us start working our way back up to those levels. All the way up, maybe not. All the way up, maybe not. But you just got to go level by level. Each one of these nodes is going to act like resistance, you know? Each one of these nodes is going to act like resistance. And yeah, I can definitely see this getting purged. I could. You know what? I definitely could seeing this shit get purged here. This would be the moment of truth though, this area. Do you have anything at this level, Phoenix?
Let me see.
92
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's exactly the level that I was telling. So that's the one that co-aligns with that fractal, bro. Like
Yeah.
exactly that one. But the
Okay.
problem that I'm having, okay, that would be like a no, bro. I'll tell you right now. Like I'm that confident in this fractal, and I have been using it from literally 112K down. I'm so confident in it that I've been setting limit orders on zones that co-aligned nicely. If I'm like not able to be present, and they've been working. I think I lost like two out of like maybe 20. Like that's how many I've hit with limits alone. Like swing trade limits on my swing account. And I'll tell you right now, like that would normally be one as well. That blindly set a limit order on the bottom of it and put the stop above the high. But here's my problem:
Huh.
the weekly candle has no wick on it. Do you know what I'm saying?
So I you could see this getting
And
purged.
it's at 93.6. Well, that's what I mean. Yeah. So it might get purged out, right? That's why I'm like, uh,
It's tough. It's tough because
we have
like
a we
you
have. It's tough.
oh, and look where the freaking
It's
618
a
is.
yeah. So like yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know.
I can
But they
definitely
could front run the 618, which would be not uncommon, by the way.
yeah.
You
I
know, I
I
don't know, man. I don't know if they're gonna are they
I
really gonna leave a weekly
I
candle like that? Like
I
how
like
often do you
no,
leave though?
but you know what? Talking about that, look at this. This is super freaking rudimentary TA, but this is a clear area of support and resistance all throughout here. Look at this. Resistance,
Hmm.
resistance, resistance,
Yeah,
resistance,
I'd rather
resistance,
that.
resistance.
I
And
would,
then
bro.
we come back up, purge this
I'd
into
rather
that
wick through it.
that makes sense. That makes sense, you know. But no, and I showed you the other day. There's been so many things that are co-aligning with your fractal.
Yeah,
You know, like
I know.
I'll show a couple here. Let's see if it works. So the other day I was looking at stuff. I was looking at um the fixed range on Bitcoin, and I was like, you know what? This guy White Phoenix keeps on wearing his tinfoil hat and keeps talking about this stupid fractal. Let me see if it lines up with anything, volume wise. So I start pulling this over, and I want to see where that rejected at. Let me turn my POC on. Oh man, I don't think the
I'm not
index,
crazy, bro. No, the
bro.
index won't give it to you. Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
gotta you gotta
yeah.
ignore this down here, but and again, sometimes it's kind of you gotta kind of make it work, but
But I wouldn't have put that in anyway.
like you
Like
said,
when
man.
I draw my
That's how you would draw it.
yeah, see when I draw them in, bro, I wouldn't have included that part. And the reason why I would not have included that part is because it's not relative to my actual range. Like that was its own little range. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I think this part, and I said this a while ago, is this part. But this is just more dragged out. You know what I mean? Like sure, like the where we dipped into and stuff, but I can see these two parts being part of the same like type of consolidation. But remember, this is where the ETF was. So I like this pool, but you can see, look at the pool. Look at the pool here. One thing that I do like on the high, have you ever heard of a Gaussian channel, Phoenix?
No.
All right, so I don't. I forget
No.
what's this guy. It's the guy with the faux hawk that's all over YouTube. Um, Let me show you this. And it doesn't necessarily matter. Like it just shows the sentiment. So if you go up to the weekly time frame and you look at what we did in this range and what we're doing now, like it's literally calling what did we like cuz you're saying this is phase 1, right? This is phase 2, and then you said this is phase 1 and this is phase 2, the second pump up. Look what happened on phase 1. Where did we tap into? Right into the top of the channel. Where did we tap into here? Right in top of the channel. We bounced up, swept the high, bounced up, swept the high. Now we're inside of the channel. What did we do? We came back up to the midline of the channel, started breaking down. We've come back up to the midline of the channel. Do we start breaking down, or do we come up and purge the midline of the channel like we did earlier? So like it doesn't matter what indicator you're using, guys, whether it be a fixed range, because I think something Phoenix said is super important. He doesn't care about it being candle by candle. It's more about the sentiment. It's more about the emotion behind that range, what people are thinking in that
But I'll be
time.
honest though, bro. I agree. But I'll be honest, bro. I know it's not candle for candle, but it's awfully fucking close,
It
man.
is. It is. It is. What is it? It's not. It's not word for. It
Here,
doesn't.
you know what?
Mm,
You see that? You see where you pulled? Listen, you see where you pulled you see the first top of 2021,
mm-hmm.
right? The first peak. I call that phase A of the bull market back then, right?
Yeah.
If you take a measure tool and you measure the dump, not in percent, measure it in dollar size
Oh, it's the same size.
from where it dumped down to
Yeah.
the.
You showed us
It's the
this
same
You
size.
showed us this last time.
Oh, did I? Oh well, sorry, I forgot.
No, but it's cool. Like, you know what? You repeating it because the first couple times you said it, it's like, all right, cool. I hate fractals. I personally hate them, but they do have their utility in some instances. All right, so what is it, $36,000?
Yeah,
And
on
then
the index, it's not going to be the same, but yeah, go ahead.
I wonder what it's gonna be.
On the index, yeah, I think it's less on the index, but the point is, it's very close.
Yeah, and then from where? Phase one?
I don't even know if you can see the first one over there. Yeah, I don't know if that's is that the
34,000.
high?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
still
it's
that's
no,
still
no, no.
really
That's
close.
yeah, but on Bybit, it's pretty much off by $100, which is
That's
interesting.
that's wild. But yeah, so like I definitely think you got to look at what's going on like sentiment wise, and we're doing a lot of the same shit we did back here. So, now you have the extra confluence of freaking it, like you said, almost being candle by candle. It's kind of ridiculous like freaking how similar they look, but hopefully they don't realize that we're all looking at it now, you know? Like I know we got some secret market makers in this chat. So, but guys,
Bro,
like
I Africa said that people on crypto Twitter are using it, bro. I didn't even know that. Like I've been using this. You guys know if you've been like listening to anything I've been saying since like September, bro. Like I've been using or October. I mean, I've been using this thing since like we literally dumped down that hard day on like October 6th, I think it was. And I've been like all about it. But I kind of figured like people always find out about things like that. Here's the thing though. I agree, Apricot. When too many people look at something, it can fail. I agree. But here's the thing, bro. Here's the big thing with trading. And this is why, just yes, I'm live. This is why, despite that, that doesn't matter to me. Because people don't know how to trade, right? People get stopped out all the time. They don't know how to manage positions. It doesn't matter to me. It's still going to wreck. Even if everybody knew about this, it doesn't matter. They can look at it all they want. Let's be real. How many people are going to be able to actually trade it properly, or will doubt it halfway through a move? Even the best of the best, this can really screw them up.
yeah,
Even if they have the blueprint and how to trade it, people mess it up all the time.
I did.
So knowing that,
Yeah.
I'm not going to change my.
Yep. Yep. Unfortunately, I didn't have a trade at 98.3 or $98,000 after we all talked about this area right here, weekend and week out for freaking like 60 days. you know. But hey,
By the
man.
way, I posted a long scalp idea. I just want to let you know that very quick. I did post what I'm looking at long scalp wise in this chat. I'm not going to take over the screen share. I just posted it in there. So if we come down to that session value area high, our current session value area high, which would also be a rim C mitigation up, and it actually does hold, I'm taking a long right there. Go
Okay.
up a little bit. Right there, yeah.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm taking that.
That's nice, man. What,
100% taking that.
dude?
Well, it's
We're
just an easy continuation play. It's all.
yeah. My like I already said, my continuation play. Unfortunately, I wish it lined up. But dude, the way look at Coinbase's, this actually looks like we already broke above the POC, and now we retested it.
Yeah, I might not come back. Might not
Ah,
come back. I'm hoping it does. I really hope it does.
guys, and that's why like I'm telling you, man, these freaking nodes they work. Like this isn't a
But I'm not shorting
coincidence.
it down because I'm not now on a weekly open pump because very to those.
They run.
No,
They run, man. And this looks
bro,
very,
weekly open pumps are insane. Like
very,
you don't want to fade them, right? Like I don't like fading them.
yeah, dude. I don't know, man. Like this, fuck. Damn it. Well, I don't go on
If we
coin.
get above that eight,
Oh, say that again.
if we get above 88 point, are we above the right now?
What?
Oh, we are too. Your high volume node.
Yeah, man. But this is the like. This is what I'm trying to figure out now because Bybit, no.
I don't know how you trade those though, because like for me,
Mm-hmm.
I can use them as confluence, but like how do you really do trade the back test of those things like that? Like you
Hell
just mark
yeah.
like where do you put your stop loss?
Right
Where do you put
above.
your stop loss?
So on this one, if I would have taken this trade here, if I would have taken this trade here, I probably would have taken it all the way up to the gap fill above this candle. So I would have had,
That was a nice one though. That was like to the dollar touch.
yeah, and you get those. Like it's a pain in the ass, so I need other confluence. Like, and that's what like I've been trying to say lately is that these nodes, they're not entry models. The entry, like there are points of interest. I want to see like because the entry model is to the dollar touches. I expect these to go
Yeah.
above them, then get back under them, or get under them and get back above them. But yeah, I would have had it set up like
Dog, man.
I would have had it set up like right at the node and then right above here.
Wow, we have like a massive OI increase. Massive OI increase in the last hour on the Asia Open.
Yeah, it'd
2 hours, sorry. In the last 2 hours, we went from 8.91 billion all the way up to 9.18 billion to the point where if we reject right now, it's actually bearish OI for me. It's showing absorption. So like the shorts that are in from earlier, like if they're gonna pull, sometimes you get leading, like just like with leading CVD, sometimes you can get leading OI in a way too. So like I don't want to short it. It might be a bad decision. I don't know. But because it's very rare that you get a weekly open pump that doesn't continue pumping. Like I don't even remember the last time I've seen a weekly open pump like this where it just comes up like $1,000 then dies off $2,000. I honestly don't even think you can find one. Like I'm serious. Like they don't happen. You know what I mean? Like it's always straight up or straight down or just range. And this is straight up so far. So like I highly doubt they're not going to continue with it, but I'm hoping they at least back test that zone that I'm looking at, and that might be what we need to get up.
right
That's
around
kind of what I'm really
87
hoping
2
for, bro.
ish.
I just need an entry. I'm like mad right now. Yeah, 87 130 is kind of what anything from 87 130 down to I don't know, like 86.9.
Bro,
Right. I don't even want to see it go underneath 86.9 because that's your session POC. If you lose your session POC on a weekly open pump, it's over, bro. Like it's
is it?
over. Don't even look for longs. Well, for me, it is. Yeah.
No.
Session volume is key for me on an open,
Where's
on
Friday
any
open?
open, any daily open. I watch that shit like a hawk watching its prey, you know?
Yeah. No, 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 for sure. Where's Friday open or Friday close? I want to see where that's at. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
You have VWAP at 87K. Good point. Yeah, we don't want to lose VWAP, man. A little deviation below VWAP, sure, I'll take that. But don't lose VWAP. I'm okay if we lose 1 minute structure. I don't really give a shit about 1 minute structure here. But what I'm hoping is we bounce from like literally like, I don't know, 87.1 right on the VWAP would be nice with a stop loss at like 86.8 is what I'm thinking. And it might not even we might not get structure, you know. But if we do, awesome. If we don't, I'm probably gonna take a reaction trade, or I
Bro,
might even just,
I
yeah,
I
I'm probably
think
reaction.
I think we're going up to 89 too, at least.
Yeah,
I think we might
bro. I
visit
think yeah,
that. What is that? That's the CME
high.
also, right? Because that's Friday's. That's Friday's close.
Yeah, CME. I think didn't we say that CME is 88.5. You have an order block rate above the CME gap. We talked about that. The whole thing is a supply range, and then your previous day high is 89,265 on Bybit. So I'm just gonna say it, man. If we get up that high, I think it's going to be an exact replica of the 2022 gigapump before it died off. We literally had a V-shaped recovery. We're lined up for it right now. We have a nice liquidity curve all the way back up. I highly, highly, highly doubt we're going to stop before 92K at the bare minimum if this thing busts past 89K. Like
I,
for me, 89K is like make or break. You get above 89K, you may as well just start looking up towards those boxes that I talked about at like 92 plus because she
yeah,
ain't going to stop. And if you're trying to short that, all the power to you because it's not going to work.
I like 94. And then you're gonna be mad as shit when it freaking finally dumps us all the way down to
Bro, I'm not,
33.6.
now, here's the thing. When they dumped it in 2022, they did 3 taps on the high, but it didn't look like a proper Model 1. They were like taps that were closing, there were taps that were kind of far away, but they all like I mean it was one. Like all you had to do is just wait for like a decent structure shift and then you can just take a swing long. Like 15 to 1 hour. If
No.
you really want to play it safe, 1 hour structure shift, you could take it on a different account. Just take a swing short. I mean, not long. Why do I say long? A swing short and hold it to 74K.
Yeah.
I will be. That's what I'm not. Listen, I'm swing short, buddy. I'm swing
Hey,
short,
I
and I'm
like
I'm gonna be adding in huge when I.
I like this level, the 87 where we're at now, and I think Thor would like it too. I hopefully he doesn't come in here and try to kick my ass because I'm saying this. But what I'm seeing, nah, never mind. On the 1 hour, it looks really good. On the freaking, so what I like is this right here, this little range. It doesn't really work like that anymore now that I'm
Well,
looking at it.
he just literally posted in the chat. I'm gonna kick Spartan's ass.
Why? Why is he gonna kick my ass?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Bro. I'm kidding.
Look, yeah, he'd have to shoot me. But like,
Wreck.
I think this area is kind of juicy. Where we're at now, 87.5, 87.6, I think is nice. I think if we get acceptance back into there, I think we're headed back up to the 89-ish area. I do see, like I always say, guys, be wary of the dead center of the imbalance, which is sitting at about 88.6 ish, like around there. The lowest parts of that volume node are 88.3 and 89, but the middle of it is freaking 88.6 ish. So that could be kind of juicy. But like man, guys, these volume profiles they tend to fill. They tend to fill. Like if we start
Yeah.
if we start freaking dropping from here though, like I would like to see I don't know. I would like to see something like this at least. Us shit. Asia take it, come back under, pop it one more time and then have our little retest and go, you know. I would like to see something
Well, you want to see
possibly.
it reject from here?
If we are going to go lower from here. But personally, like
Yeah.
what I'm seeing right now is
I
kind
think
of
my zone.
look at this, a break and a retest. Like this shit works, man.
Yeah, I know. I can't trade it though. I can't long up here.
No, you
I
can't.
need to see at least like the value.
Yeah, no, and I get you, man. And that's
Can't
the
do it.
thing. The thing is, man, like I'd still be a little worried, not worried from here, because what did we really dip into? You know what I mean? Aside from the volume node, we didn't really dip into much. We really didn't purge anything. Like, so this could easily just come up, sweep these, and then come right back down. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not trading. I'm not gonna trade. I don't want to trade. Today's my first day looking at the chart.
I'm trading.
You're trading it. You're big giga short.
Listen. Well, I literally, bro, like, I'm sick as fuck still, man. Like, I'm gonna say like I'm 30% better though from this COVID shit.
No.
But I've been babysitting everybody all day in my chat. I don't know if anybody noticed, but like I've been. Hopefully, people were watching and it wasn't wasting my time. But yeah, like we've been on lockdown today, bro. We've been on lockdown in the WP VIP chat. But I've been kind of just showing everybody what I've been seeing all day long, like a DGen. But I mean, fuck, no, I didn't get the long from the low. I'll be honest, man. I'll be honest. But I kind of signaled towards it. Like I said, like we might come down and sweep this low again. That's my bird scream, by the way. Sorry about that. Yeah, so like I kind of figured like there was a good chance of taking that low again. I posted about it, but I'll be honest, man. Once I seen that OB front run, and it was before the weekly open, I was like, they're not gonna let that happen. They're not gonna let that happen. I psyched myself out.
No.
I did that about 5 times in the last week where level was front ran, just like the previous day low on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I missed the long because I was so obsessed with the previous day low getting swept out. It came like $10 away or something stupid. Not it wasn't $10, it was like $100, but it was something very close. I missed a whole long because of it. I didn't miss the short. No way, I didn't miss that short because I was like, there ain't no way I'm missing the short. Like I waited for that short. Like I posted about it ahead of time and ended up being like the short, swing short. But yeah, I had a problem with it because I was like so obsessed with that level being swept. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, 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 for sure. It's, when the levels get hit, that's always nice too. Like I'm happy that this guy hit. I need to find the clip of me saying that if this when we take this, we're gonna sweep this and then start looking for the trades around here. I really hope we get a clean retest of this level and we push higher. That would be nice. That would make sense and that would add validity to the theory of,
I wanted to pump too, but
yeah.
I don't want it to pump without me, and I'm kind of like feeling the FOMO right now. But
Yeah, but dude, the way you trade,
listen, that's
you're
okay.
you're good. You're good at catching fucking pullbacks. You know what I mean? Because you know what to look for. You know when it's reaccumulating. You know when it's starting to look more like a distribution. You're better at that. So even if you do miss the low, you're gonna get your chance to get in. You know.
I don't know though, because like back in if it's a repeat of 2022, which everything has been repeating very nicely, by the way.
No.
Then I don't know if I'm going to get a chance because like okay, can you go back to that fractal for a second? Like go back to 22 for a second. Even just go to like 2 hour or 3 hour. Like you don't even got to go like
Oh, I can't,
4 hours. Screw it, go to 4 hour.
I can't go that far back, bro.
Yeah, you're on the potato.
Yeah, I'm on
It's right there.
I'm on poor man freaking trading. View. That's way too far
It
back.
doesn't matter. You can still do it.
No, it won't let me go.
No, it's not. It's not though. It's not.
On the 2 hour.
Dude, press 4 hour. I'm telling you. Try it. It's gonna work.
You want to make a bet?
Okay, now try 1 hour. Try 1 hour.
No, it will because
Bro, you're on it right
I know because I just used the
now.
chart replay. If I didn't do the chart replay, I wouldn't be able to do it. Because it only goes back, I think, 1,000.
Okay, well then what's the problem?
I don't know. What do you want me to do?
Okay, now look at that low. Okay, stop. You're moving it around like a nut. Okay, stop. Don't move. Why are you changing time frames? Bro,
I'm just kidding, man.
you're like
All right, go ahead.
too high. Okay, back to the 1 hour. First of all, go back to the 1 hour. Bro's got that squirrel energy. Holy fuck. Okay, not that. Yeah, okay. 14th or 15th, that low. The 14th or 15th. Yeah, no, to the right, to the right, to the right, right there. Zoom in. That's the low I think we just put in relative to the fractal. That exact one. Right before, no, to the left.
This one.
The 15th or sorry, 17th, the 17th, bro, right there. Yeah.
This one.
Yep. Now zoom in on it and look exactly how it played out.
Poof.
Yeah, look, like zoom in so I can see it.
Jeez,
So
you're
when that
so
thing
fucking
began to pump,
bossy, bro.
do you know how to zoom?
Yes, I know how to zoom. I'm certified.
Did I break his computer?
No. Can you not see it?
I broke his computer.
How did you? No, you didn't. I can hear you.
Potato, potato.
What are
Potato,
you?
potato.
What are you talking about?
Bro,
Can you see my
nobody
screen?
can even hear you, man. You're glitching out. Like,
Are you serious?
hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm serious, bro.
I can hear you fine, bro.
Okay, I can hear you now, bro. You got that potato, potato connection, you know?
I guess, man. Like I don't know. Man, whatever.
Why are
But
you lagging so bad lately, though?
I I don't know, cause I guess because I got out, I went to a guest room in my house and freaking, I guess it's far away from the Wi-Fi, so the cat doesn't meow and bother and all that crap. So
Okay, listen, let me just do it on my screen right quick then, so I can
yeah,
show you what I'm talking about.
yeah. But the crazy thing was is that I didn't lose like usually when I lose like Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I think your Wi-Fi. I think you have like a 2G and then a 4G, a 5G network on your router, because that's probably what's causing the issue.
I don't
You
even
might want to connect to your like 5G one if so.
yeah. Yeah, I do have two different Wi-Fis, and I try connecting to both.
Sometimes yeah, it's like with my connection, I have a 2.4 gigahertz network.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now yours is taking
All
forever to
right.
load. I can't even see your screen, bro.
Can't
Your
hear what
screen.
you're saying right now, but okay, well, I'm just gonna go back. Yeah. There we go. All right. Back in time here. We're time traveling live on. Let's go to the 30. Let's go. No, let's go with like 5. Okay, here's your low. Here's your low, guys. Here's your low from 2022 that I think we're at now. Now, obviously, it's not picture perfect, but you swept out the low. Today, we swept out the low. You know, blah 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 blah. It started moving up. I think we could be somewhere like right here, and then we're still waiting for this last chance to get in still before it just blasts straight off. Let me check the sessions from back then. Let me see. That was during New York. Okay, the sessions don't quite line up here, obviously, but if we're really lucky, we'll stall where we're at and we'll get this hopefully by the morning. But I don't know if we're gonna get that lucky. Because this was not a weekly open pump, right? This was one day. It was a weekly open dump here that got recovered, which is kind of opposite to what we're seeing here. But watch the move up, okay? Here's the thing. Think about what I just showed you guys before with the curve, and look at this bastard right here. Look at this curve. Watch what happens. You see that aggression? And then it looks like an SFP right here, but watch. Watch what happens. We had supply above, okay? So there was still supply in here, right? And higher, I think. Let me check it again. Oh, I'm too zoomed in. That's the issue. Yeah, there was supply here, but there was supply higher up here, right? And that's the zone I was looking at, this zone. But watch what happens, right? Let me go to. I can't get on the 5. I got to go to 30 now. That's calling me.
Who's calling you, bro?
Somebody just called me when I'm on a call. I don't know, man. Yeah, somebody on Discord. Hold on. I don't know who that was. Just a random person. But you see how that happened? It didn't really look like a Model 1. It looked like it had a mini accumulation right here. To be easy is what I'm saying, because this was not easy. This is not an easy short, right? It's only easy because I knew that's the only reason it was easy for me. But this was not an easy dump. And actually, if I go to a lower time frame, watch. Yeah, and there might have been structure. Yeah, okay. So you did have structure up here at least, right? You did have structure in that zone. I guess the best answer is I wouldn't. I don't know if I trust like 5. Yeah, I mean 5 minutes structure. back then was right here. But it wasn't a fake out. That's just an SFP. I wouldn't call this a break either. I call that an SFP. Oh, 1 second. Yeah, that's not really that's too weak of a break for me to consider that a break. So yeah, just watch it. Right? I'll be talking about it anyway because I'm swing shorting the crap out of this when I see it. Like I'm not missing this. I'm going in huge. Like when I see this, if it happens again, I'm cotton candy. I have it as cotton candy because I can see it. If I have black stuff, like black and gray, I cannot see the buy and the sell volume properly, and I don't like it. So don't just, you can do the cotton candy colors too if you guys like that. I don't know. Anyways, I'm looking at the VWAP. VWAP is right here. I don't care about that, bro. It can be gay if it wants to be gay. If it works, it works. So we have VWAP. We have the session POC. We're starting to test the value area high right now. We already tested it here, right? We tested it right there. We're kind of dipping below it now. I'm kind of hoping we get nice, slow structure. Down, down, down. Even a little bit of a manipulation below VWAP because that messes people up, right? Little manipulation, reclaim, long to reclaim. Do not front run it because it might just die off. Do not try to be the hero longing here. You don't need that entry, okay? I don't care if the break's over here. Long it here. I'm longing it there. I'm not touching the crappy, like the 10-second break. In fact, I haven't even been using 30-second structure much for entries lately. I've been using the 1 because there's been so many fake outs on the 30-second lately. And especially in a heavy like environment where you got major volatility, you don't want to really mess with 30-second, right? That's more for like a London range or like a very easy sideways range. I would mess with that, but not here. But yeah, bro, that's kind of what I'm seeing. And actually, I just realized something else. We're back at the monthly open right now. Here's your monthly open, the MO. Daily opens here, daily lows here, monthly lows here. Wait, is that a monthly low? Oh, it is a monthly low. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see. What's USD CAD doing? USD CAD is getting smoked, and I don't know why. Because like tariff threats, I thought it would have been like getting like. I mean, I thought it'd be bullish by now, so I don't know what's going on there. I'm kind of hoping it rebounds. Let's pray for White Phoenix. Let's pray for this. I want the Canadian dollar to suffer as a Canadian citizen. I need it to so I can cash out more money. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. I don't really see any other alternatives here. I mean, I guess you could look for to short it up here and you get a reaction off the supply zone. I prefer like just be warned, right? Don't look for like a swing short the whole way down. Just look for a basic short, and then wherever structure flips back on you, that's where I'd close the short, right? At least put my stop to break even. But yeah, that's kind of it, man. I don't really have anything else to add. So if you want to continue your node talk,
Nah,
how do you get higher time? Wait, I got to answer this. Somebody gave me the middle finger. Apricots give me the middle finger.
Apricot's just disgruntled.
Well, that was you. That wasn't even me. So you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I'll let that be.
What did I do? Hey, did your
I don't
friend
know.
did your
You
friend
responded to your GIF.
did your friend write that code for the different time frames, or is that proprietary, or can you show
No,
me?
that's a free indicator.
Is it?
No, it's free. Look, it's called ICT High Time Frame Candles by Fadi.
Okay.
Here, I'll post it in the chat.
I
You
like
guys
that.
There you go. There's the just type that in. It's free. I don't use paid indicators, bro. Okay, that's a lie. I got one paid indicator up just because it's a friend of mine
Yeah, exactly.
who gave me it.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know if it was part
You
of
know.
his template, like you know what I mean, like with
Oh
his.
no,
Okay, because I saw the colors. I
I don't pay
know.
for indicators.
I know when freaking it's not a white screen. You're on the template, so
Yeah, this is actually one that I no. This is one that me and Gio made together. Actually, it
nice.
was it's just the reason I like it is just because it's 3 panels with USD. Here, I'll show you. It's nice because you can see like okay, so I figured something out.
Mm,
If you type in, you know how I always invert USDT dominance so I can see it side by side with BTC.
yeah.
Watch. So if I go to here's the thing though, your color of your candles are always backwards when you do that. But if you type this in, exactly what I have here, it will actually invert it for you, and your colors are not inverted. It's very nice little hack. So I like it, man. I like it a lot because that way I can still see like the proper vector candle colors and stuff like that, and
How'd you
it's not all
figure that
ass
out?
backwards. Somebody told me about it actually. I didn't know. I didn't know that. They must have asked ChatGPT or some shit. I don't know.
Jeez.
But it's nice though. And here's the thing with the USDT dominance, like this is like the most OP setup because I can see divergences between all the pairs very easily. Obviously, it's not great to do it on a MacBook monitor. It's better to have a bigger screen, but it's still doable. So, like for example, you see how like I could see on the low here. Again, this should have been a long for me, but I was so obsessed with that order block. You see how on the low Bitcoin took the low,
Mm,
ETH didn't. Look on the low, ETH didn't take it, and then USDT didn't take it. So that's a double SMT. Like
yeah.
that's 2 for 1. That's a 2 for 1 deal right there. That that's not a BOGO. That's like a 2 for 1, bro. You can't mess with those. So when I see that, and I have an internal confirmation here, like there was obviously plenty, but I spooked myself out from taking it. Then obviously I'm more keen on longing. Obviously in a scenario like that, I like when I see those. And actually, it's great because sometimes you'll see this on USDT. Like for example, if I scroll up here, let me see if I can find one. So it actually takes them all for me. Well, it's not doing it right now, of course, the one time. But sometimes you'll see that USDT hits a level and Bitcoin doesn't. Like for example, it happens all the time, really. But if I seen USDT come into this demand range right here, but Bitcoin does not, and Bitcoin's not really touching it, but I see this on USDT, it hits the golden pocket, it's starting to flip structure, and Bitcoin doesn't have structure to work with, and I'm seeing it bounce out of like the top end of this range or not even quite hitting the range, I'll still try Bitcoin because USDT is leading, and it works. It works all the time. Now, obviously, you don't always get those divergences in that like and USDT telling the future, but sometimes you do, and when it does, it really works, right? So I'm always watching for those divergences, not only from highs to lows and lows to highs, but I'm also watching the divs from a perspective of like what the asset is doing from a mitigation standpoint and a structure standpoint. And oftentimes, like I said, you'll get better structure on one and not the other, and it leads the other. But USDT leads Bitcoin all the time, right? Because it's literally USDT coming in and out of the market in a sense, Like most people trade with USDT. It's a known fact. So it just works.
Yeah.
It works, bro. It works.
Yeah. And it's not just Bitcoin too. It adds all USD pairs, or USDT pairs.
Yeah. And
So,
you know what it really is with this indicator?
huh.
This indicator is awesome for a free indicator because it shows you when the candles close. Look,
Yeah, that's cool.
tells you the time frame of what you're looking at. So all these candles are 1 hour candles, and it shows you in 45 minutes this candle is going to close here, or in 15 minutes we got a 15-minute black candle close here, bearish candle close here. Now that just closed. It'll reset. Wait, what? Okay, that just glitched out for a second. Okay, now it's cool.
I was like,
Um,
23 minutes. Why?
I was like, wait a minute, 24 hours.
Nah,
It said
man.
24 hours. So I was like, wait,
Oh,
what?
jeez.
Yeah, that's a
But
cool indicator. I like that.
it
It's a really
is.
nice
It
one,
is.
actually.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's popped up. I remember Ponzi Trader used to use it a lot, but I saw it other places too, man. A lot of the ICT guys like that shit. So, you know.
think you can change.
The different time frames.
Like the input. Yeah, you can change your settings. So like yeah, exactly. And I think if you go to visibility, no. I don't know. I gotta play with it more. But you can show fair value gaps too, I think. Let me see. Yeah, you can even have it show your fair value gaps. Like you see the gaps here?
That's
Now that's nice.
that is really nice actually. You know, I think that's better than having multiple charts on the screen, like that template where it splits it up.
I don't know what this is. Volume imbalance? Let me see.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know what that. I have to look into that more. But yeah, it shows a lot, bro. For a free indicator, you can't go wrong.
Wait, do you have fair value gap on? Put volume imbalance on. I want to see what that's looking like.
Yeah, it did, but it didn't really do much. It just kind of showed.
Take
I
off.
think with that, I don't know, man. It's just, you see that line here, this red line, these two red lines. It's showing like. But do you know what I just noticed though? We have no wick on that 1 hour candle down here. Um, down way down from that move up so far. So I don't know how that's going to. It doesn't have to get filled right away. It could come back later. We know that, but we'll see.
Does
Check those messages.
USDT.D usually follow that same principle with the no wicks? Is that something you've
Uh,
noticed?
Not as often. Not as often. Not
Okay.
as often. And let me see if I can find like a better example of what I mean by what I said before. Let me just turn this shit. Let me get rid of ETH, hide it way down here, and let me go to like I don't know. I'm gonna turn all these indicators off first. Okay, and let me hide this stuff for now. The long idea can wait. I'm gonna put another alert here. Oh, I got like 10 of them there. I'm good. Let me go to like I don't know 1 hour. All right. So sometimes you'll see that do I see one here? Not really. Okay, but there's a good example here. You see how like USDT put an equal put an equal low in, like right, or actually it swept the low very slightly here. So if I turn off the thicker line, you can see that it ever so slightly swept that low. But look what Bitcoin did, right? This is what I'm looking for. I want to see these variations between them. That's a guaranteed long for me every time. But I didn't see that Friday. If I had seen this Friday, and I made this template afterwards, by the way. Like this is when I got it afterwards, not before Friday. And this is kind of one of the reasons why I have it now. If I had seen this, bro, I wouldn't even been looking for the previous day low sweep. I would have been all over this like white on race, but I didn't see it because I didn't, I just didn't see it. But sometimes you'll find that like on a lower time frame. Let me just see if I can find an example. There should be one here somewhere. Let me go back to like somewhere's like maybe here. Wait, what? Okay, why didn't they both go? Huh? It says I can't use bar replay for this tool. What? So weird, bro. You go to the 10-minute. You gotta go up to like, oh yeah, I'm right here. So for example, here. Okay, perfect example, guys. Perfect example. Watch this. I took this short the other night, Saturday. It was actually like Saturday, technically midnight for me, or whatever. But look, or Friday midnight. I was waiting for this 10-minute block on Bitcoin, right? And I was thinking, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to short that. But Bitcoin didn't hit it. But look what USDT did. Boom, smoked right off it. So that is enough for me to say, okay, we don't even have to hit this on Bitcoin. It's already done. You see what I'm saying? It's already there. You just didn't notice it because you're only watching one chart. The mitigation has been completed, whether you see it on Bitcoin or not. It's been done. So if I see dominance doing that, that's sufficient, bro. Like I don't have to get the mitigation. So any structure shift after that is a guaranteed short. And by the way, that ended up being a smoking short. If you had to just limit order that alone, you were up like I think 50 or 60% if you TP'd on the range low. It was crazy. It's crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a perfect example of what I'm telling you guys I'm looking for. Um, Best, like I'm telling you, the win rate on this is unreal. Like unreal when you have these divergences. Like if you only wait for trades like that, you're probably going to win 85% of your trades at least, as long as you don't be stupid with your stop loss, right? Easy money. I'm telling you, money printer. Absolute money printer, but you're not going to get them all the time, right? That's the problem. You're not going to get them all the time. So if you can hold off and wait for those and then use my OI strategy to enter trades, you're going to win 85% of your trades. Just don't get too greedy on the risk reward. Like, don't look for 30% moves. Just look for like 2 to 3 hour moves. And if you want to risk more because you know they work very likely, then just risk more. Like, here's the thing: like, you don't have to have a 10% move on Bitcoin to make money with $1,000 stop loss, waiting for a 10 grand move. I listen. Like, what I've started doing, especially on weekends, just practicing, obviously, because it's a newer thing for me, is risking 1% on my first trade, looking for 2% win. If I win 2%, I take 2% on my next. I risk 2% on my next trade because I have a really high win rate, of course, doing this stuff. But I'm not just taking any trade. I'm taking the trades that have those divs. I'm taking the trades that have the OI divs, right? I'm using my structure rules. I'm using my range rules. I'm just applying that on top of it. And then what I'm doing is I'm just compounding the risk. It doesn't matter because, like, let's say my stop loss is a 0.1% and I'm targeting a 0.2% move, but I'm risking, maybe I trade 3, I'm risking 4%. Do you get what I'm saying? To make 4%. And by the time you get to trade 3, well, you made 1% on the first one, you made 2% on your second one. What's that? 3%. And then you made 4% on your next trade. Bro, you're up like 7% on the day after 3 easy trades. Do you know what I mean? And you don't need these massive moves, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, the compounding effect, if you're compounding the risk up with your wins, is insane. If you're just scalping these tiny moves, like, I know it's tempting to always go for like the bigger moves that give you like, oh, I caught this low down here. Yeah, those are the ones I actually don't win the most on. Believe it or not, like, I actually don't, because I have a problem with holding trades for like a long time. I make more off this, like that 10-minute OB trade I just showed you guys. I wouldn't even held it the whole way down. I probably would have closed that thing super quickly. And to be honest, if I didn't get in there, and I was following it down, as long as I was watching my rules, like, look, on Saturday, there was like a bazillion trades, man. And like, there were so many. Like, look at this one right here. I'm going to go back to like the 2 minute and I'll go with replay to show you guys right quick. Let me go here. I don't even need USDT for this. This is Bitcoin alone. Right? Move this up here. All right, what do I have here? Well, I have clear as day. I'm on VWAP and I see this. I see price is trying to do this on OI, and I see it doing this. Not able to break VWAP. So what do? Well, I wait for structure to break the session value area low and I hop into a trade. Now, again, not everyone's a winner, but most of them are. So if I took a short trade off of this, I'd go, okay, short, stop above the protected OI high, target just, I don't know, 1.5R and just look for the next one right after that. You know what I mean? Like, I've been taking trades like this all the time. I don't know if this one works. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're everywhere. They're literally everywhere, man. Like, I'm taking these like they're going out of style, bro. Like, and the thing is, like, I'm dead serious. The win rate has been like 85% plus. Very basic. In fact, I hate to say it because I don't really preach this, but even TA aside, they've been like 85% plus, bro. Like, it's crazy. As long as you know market structure, even if you're not in a high time frame zone, they've been working.
If it works, it works, man. This shit ain't supposed to make sense all the time. Sometimes shit just works that it fucking works. Like, why does the 618 work?
Yeah.
Can anybody tell me that?
That's exactly my point, right? Like, if something works, then
it fucking works,
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
honestly really
actually,
cool, like that you're able to capitalize off of OI versus using OI.
you don't even need that. Bro, the point is, though, like, yeah, that's cool and all, but my point is you don't have to have a crazy move.
No.
Like, literally,
Yeah,
like, you don't need, like, if you are doing if you're actually doing the math on your entry and you're not just guessing how many BTC you need a long or short, or guessing, what the hell's wrong with him? My kid just had a temper tantrum.
nice.
If you're not just guessing the risk reward, and you're putting it in properly, and you're actually saying, okay, this is actually 1%. You're taking the long tool, you're taking the short tool, you're doing the math. The math is mathing. you're going to make those gains. But the second you deviate from that and you're just guessing,
Yep.
you're not going to, it's not the same thing, bro. It just doesn't work,
Yeah,
right? It
100%.
doesn't work.
Bro, that's what me and Thor started the journey telling everybody, man. Like, you know what? Like if you're only risking 1%, guess what? You can be wrong 100 times before you blow your account. You start risking 5, 10, 15% on a trade, now you only have a few times to be wrong, and sometimes your strategy just won't work out a few times in the row. Are you going to be able to freaking maintain your liquidity all the way through there? You know, so like that 1%, and you were really big on telling people make sure you set up your trades so you know what you're actually risking each trade. But I agree, man. I agree.
Yeah.
The small moves are where it's at. Like, if you look at the charts, small moves happen way more than big moves do. You know, so why not take
Oh, yeah.
why not take advantage of that? Like, and that's what a lot like
Oh, absolutely.
one of these
Absolutely.
one of these guys, because I watch traders on YouTube and stuff. I think they're entertaining, some of them, and some of them have good like mental crap that they put out, that they'll say something, I'll be like, oh, that makes sense, you know. But some of them are just entertaining, and one of the guys that I watch, he mainly trades forex. He's like one of these funded traders and all that. This guy, literally, the trades that he does looks like the trade that you just showed, a 1.5R, and dog, the guy's killing it.
Yeah, you don't
Like,
have to have a crazy. No, you don't have to have that. Like that's just bonkers, man. Shit, I was really hoping we would get that. I was just hoping that we'd get that. Who the fuck's messaging me like that? Oh my god! I'm
hey,
turning that off.
isn't that
Muting
fun?
that.
Isn't that funny though? How that value area high shifted to where uh
It's
the the
everything just shifted.
the
Yeah, everything
POC went up to the
just.
value area high. That's why I like the developing levels, man, because a lot of times you can figure out where the POC is gonna end up based upon the value areas. Like, it's actually pretty cool, man. Like the developing. You ever use developing or no?
Can't believe they didn't give me the retrace, but bro, I'm so stupid, stupid, stupid.
It's okay, bro. You're Canadian. We didn't
Live
expect.
time the session. SVP. Yeah, this is gonna be done. Okay. It might just like the thing is, right? There's so many people that shorted today in here. I don't even know if it's gonna be like.
What's the? Can you pull it back? What's the volume look like throughout all of Sunday and today? Oh no, that's a
Well, I
SVP.
can't.
Yeah, that's a SVP.
Yeah, that's yes. But if I go to a different chart, I can.
Okay.
The bird shuts up. I can.
Your bird's the
Oh
man.
my god! I'm throwing him out. All right. From where?
From the high to the low. Let's just do that. Actually, what's the whole range look like from down here? Yeah, do
Hold
that
on.
one first. All right, now
It's USD though. Not as good.
I don't care. It's you, they give you like, yeah, sure, the POCs might be different, but that's what I like about turning all that shit off, is because it's gonna give you
Look
the
at
same looking structure.
the
Uh,
POCs are aligned from both poles, right
yeah,
above the CME gap. Actually,
yeah. I like this.
maybe we're really lucky to get this filled tonight, and we kind of do this range right before, during London and
Yep,
during New York, and this range gives us a long entry up.
that'd be nice.
That would be nice.
That'd be nice.
Hopefully, we don't break the value area low. Though I don't really want to see it breaking much below it. A little bit's okay, but I don't want to like this is okay for me a little bit like that. But I don't want to see it like like way too far down. But
Yeah. Hey, can you humor me real quick and just turn off your the value areas high and low and turn on developing POC? I just want to see something. Not on that one, on the whole range. Actually, delete that one in the middle. You know, after you do that.
the downwards one, yeah.
Yeah. Developing. I was
It's right
hoping.
on it.
Yeah, I was hoping that we would have had a POC shift a little bit below, like right around this CME gap. You see how where the POC is on the volume profile? I was hoping, or not the CME, the POC is right there on the volume profile. You see if you go underneath, there's another little node, like on the actual
Right
volume.
here.
Yeah, man, I was hoping that that would have been a POC shift, but it wasn't. So it doesn't really
It's-
matter.
Yeah, but you know what?
Hmm.
What though? This looks like a. I just noticed this now, actually. What this looks like to me is exactly a power of three, bullish one. Oh my god, on that bird, I'm gonna throw him at the door.
Yeah.
Fucking sit down with him. This is exactly what I see. Up to our level, up to those levels we want. I would be actually flabbergasted if this didn't play out. That's how like reassuring it looks to me.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I would be damn shocked if this didn't happen. Now I don't expect it to go straight up in the line, but it did in 2022. I mean, actually no, it didn't. You had a partial grab of liquidity, and then it ranged for a little bit during like a different session, and then it went like this for the rest of the day. So that's what I'm kind of thinking tomorrow's going to be. I think we might put in like a temporary low, or even maybe a weekly low. Maybe it's not until like the next weekly open where we smash down, right? So don't expect it to be fast because the objective here from a high time frame standpoint is to trap as many longs as humanly possible, right? That's the objective of market making, okay? Trap as many as you can, suck the most liquidity from the market as you can before just sending it down into Hades. That's how it is every single time. It's not going to change this time. Yeah, it's nice to push it all down in one quick aggressive move, but when you can trick people in the middle of a range bounce, in the middle of like what we've done today, which is a high time frame macro range after taking out the Christmas stop losses. I mean, people are looking at, I don't care if people are looking at the fractal. People are looking at this thinking, okay, this is it. Like we're going all the way to 102 from here.
Yeah.
They really think it, bro. People
I
really will think that. I'm not saying it can't happen. And I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't think that's going to happen.
I
But
think I think
that's just my opinion
I
anyway.
think we're headed up to possibly 90K right now. I'm looking at 88.8 first or 88.5 all the way up to 89.1 ish as a possible area of rejection, and then that 88.5 ish area could be nice. What you have something there?
88.5 is exactly your CME gap. Well, I
Okay.
think, isn't it? Wait, what? What? No.
No.
Whoa. Why did I have 89.3? Hold on. That's not right. What's the ticker again?
Uh, just right. BTC CME. It should come out. All right, never mind. Don't do that. Exclamation point. BTC exclamation. It's right there. Yeah.
There it is. Oh. Wait, what? Okay. No. I had it way wrong. It's 88.5. Why did I have the wrong number? Okay, it's 88.560
Well, get off the
on the daily.
daily.
Let me check the 4 hour. Oh, so I don't know if you go by the daily or the 4 hour because the 4 hour is
So
89.3. That's why I had
the
that's
daily is the settled price. That's the actual time that the see it like
that's why
that.
a 550 or
So the daily is when the CME or when the New York closes. That's the price.
like which one's to fill though? Does it have to fill in the 4 hour?
Bro, that's the age old question. Like I feel like that conversation's been happened, but one's the settled price and one is like the actual daily end of the price. The settled price is pretty much your New York open or your New York close for Friday. So 4 o'clock on Friday. That's that price, you
All
know.
right, so there's the two gaps for people that are wondering. So anybody that wants to draw those in, there they are.
So
You have daily CME 85, or sorry, 88 550, and then the 4 hour one is 89 315. So I don't know what the difference is. I'm not a CME guy.
I just told you, bro.
Let me just double check the last one.
It just finished telling you
Come on.
what it is. Like exactly.
Sorry, I'm wrong. It's 89 205. What's wrong with me today?
You didn't
89
check the cross.
205. My bad. Bro, your potato is connecting like in and out, so I didn't even hear like the full explanation.
Oh, can you hear it now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can. Yeah.
I was just saying that the settled price is your daily one, and that's where CME price is at the end of market close on Friday, so 4 o'clock. Anything lower than that, that's just where the CME ended on that day.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it takes it all the
Aim
way
for.
up till 8 o'clock at night.
Okay.
No, or 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that I think we're probably going to get a pullback in there, row Rennie. That's like where I would expect a pullback at the moment. Like if we do, thought I had it drawn out, but I guess it's on this chart. Yeah, maybe we fill the daily CME gap first, and then we kind of reject from there. So the daily CME gap, just for reference again. Why do I feel like it's wrong? Do I have that wrong again?
What do you have wrong?
88,550.
No, that's the daily, bro.
No, I'm wrong.
You're right.
Okay, I'm right. Okay, I'm right.
Holy shit. Oh man. Tomorrow I'm making burgers with two of my classes. It's gonna be fun.
The
Preparing.
big D CME.
Oh my god, you're so gay.
It's the big daily gap, bro. What's gay about that?
Yeah, okay.
Anyways, we have the big D CME gap up here. We're looking, yeah, like I wouldn't be shocked if we did pull back from there first because I would take out all these liquidity points here, but I don't think like don't expect this to happen way down here and then up. You might not get that, right? But what I'll do if we see this and we're starting to pull back from here, first of all, there might be a long like right here, by the way. Like we might be coming into a long like ASAP here, so I'm looking for that like right now. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. My dog's driving me absolutely bonkers right now. Um, I don't know. I mean, you could try it, but it kind of looks decent to me.
That's a weird
Like
spot
if
for a
we had
OI to
downward
fall
structure
off.
failure, yeah, they do it though.
That's
I
longs
love
taking
that. Like if we
profit.
could just touch the damn POC,
That'd be nice.
yeah, I would take it. But I would cover this low. I would cover this low. I wouldn't get greedy. Do something like that, maybe up towards the CME gap, something like that.
To the
It's
big
still
D.
not a bad risk reward trade. It's like 3.3. The big D CME. Yeah, well, here's my thinking, right? So you had liquidity build up here on USDT. You grab some of it with a fake break of structure. You false break structure here, PO3. Here's your manipulation box. Expansion away. Backtest higher. Right? Same thing with Bitcoin. Look, you didn't grab all the liquidity, but you took out most of it of this local area. It's a fake out break. Not really a break, more of an SFP on Bitcoin, but on USDT it was a real break. And then here's your manipulation range. And then really we shouldn't have to lose this. Like realistically, this should not have to be lost. So yeah, higher low, higher high. Like that's what I'm looking for. Like right now, actually.
Bro,
So
and it's
it's kind of
hilarious.
a shitty place to long.
What's that level that your POC's at?
87.6.
That's exactly that high volume node from the whole entire range. That's what I want to see back
The
tested.
way if we okay, this is it then. Look here, here it is. Here's a long opportunity. If OI comes down below that low and we see something holding here on Bitcoin, that's a no-brainer. I'll take that 10 times out of 10. If it's wrong, well then I don't know. That's 85% accuracy kind of trading right there.
No.
So that's what I'm looking for.
But hey, pretty much
I'll
what you
take it.
just showed right
I'm just
there,
hoping.
that little situation, you asked me earlier how I trade nodes. Shit like that is how you can capitalize off of the nodes. Because you see how at that level I'm finding that it's my big POC from the range. Then I notice that we're possibly going to get a retest of it. I'll look for an accumulation right when we get to that node of the range. So, you know, that's why I like telling people those nodes, they aren't entry models, they're points of interest to look for something to happen at.
And it's also
It's
let me see
also
what ETH's doing right quick.
it's also what?
What's I want to see what ETH's doing right quick. Let me see. So ETH is doing okay. There's actually a bearish divergence between Bitcoin and ETH though. Hmm. So what I want to see is hopefully ETH takes the low here, hits VWAP, and then it bounces. It doesn't have to hit VWAP, but I'm hoping it hits VWAP and bounces. And then that bearish SMT between here and here, I'm on a trackpad, by the way, so don't expect straight lines. Between here and here, I would disregard the bearish one because it's being counteracted with a bullish one. You see? So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Yes, I'm using divs between different assets. They work. But yeah, that's kind of that's my plan. That's my plan right now. But yeah, I'm pretty much done, man. There's not really much.
It's a good
OI
plan.
is just, bro. It's literally just the aggregated. Go in here. I just type this in. AGGR, and it's literally this one right here.
By Leviathan.
Should pop up. Well, maybe it's not. Yeah, that one, the Leviathan. That's the only one I trust. I don't use the other ones.
Why don't you use
And by
trading
the
views?
way, if you're trying to use this OI, because I'm. Well, do you want to know what the difference is?
Yeah.
The EXO one doesn't work for me.
Not the EXO.
Like
the
the
one,
divs do not work on EXO chart.
The trading view one.
Oh, that doesn't work. It gives you a different answer. Gives you a different answer. I'm telling you, bro. Like I've done over like 400 trades based on OI, and I'm more than 80%. I want to say 85% win rate based on the ones that I've taken. And I've tested it elsewhere using different OI indicators, especially EXO charts and like the other like MMT and all that crap. Not the same thing. Doesn't work.
Hey,
So I don't know what data they're pulling. I can't figure it out. It just doesn't work.
just wondering, looking at your top right one on that 1 minute, would you say that's going into a breaker block? Look on the little no on
Yeah.
the on the freaking ones on the side, right in there. That second one, what is that? The hour or the
Right here.
5? No. Well, yeah, I was looking at the big candles, the indicator on the side. You see how it looks like it's going down into
Here.
that? Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Wait. Now, what time frame is that?
I don't know.
Why doesn't it tell me my time frame? Oh, it's 5. Yeah, 5-minute breaker. That'd be nice.
That would be.
Yeah, let's check the 5.
I don't know.
Okay, let me get rid of all these for a second.
I like how it's like 10 candles. It gives you a nice
No, I like that.
context, you know?
Yeah, that's right in our zone too. Yeah. I use the bodies of these breakers, by the way. I don't use the wicks.
And that's the big note of
We're in it right now. So we're in the long zone.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have aggression. That's better. I want to see aggression.
Let's go.
Yeah, aggression's better because that means we could recover that vector. Okay. Buyback. Yeah, we'll see if it holds.
That'd be pretty
So
sweet.
far, it's wicked low again. Let me see.
Be pretty sweet if it does.
Yeah, I'd want to see it hold here. I don't want to see it go much lower because if it does, it's probably no good for me. Like, I wouldn't want to see it go below 87,477, really. I mean, if it does, it's kind of stupid. Like, below here, I don't want to see that black line touched, really.
Yep.
Let me check ETH right quick. We had the bullish OI now, by the way. This is now a protected low, technically, at this low down here at 87,381, so obviously you want to see that hold. Let me check ETH. ETH take the low? No, it didn't yet. It still could, so it could suck Bitcoin down a little bit. Oh shit, what did I do?
There we go. POC top. Did we front run it? That POC?
'Tiny bit. Tiny bit. 'Tiny 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 bit. Did ETH take the damn low yet? No. It's like equal low. Might get another push down. Might get another push down. Oh man, I hope they don't do something stupid here.
Like run it.
Yeah, I'll be pissed. Breaker block would be optimal area to hold. I don't want to see it really go below the POC.
Yeah.
But it can. It can.
As
That's the
long as
thing.
it
It
doesn't
can, but I
break
don't want to see that happen.
87.3 ish, I think, it's still possible of going up higher. You know.
Yeah.
Apricot, what do you think, up or
Let me
down?
check this again. That's the OI that I'm looking for, though. Look at
But
that.
that's
People are shorting into this one.
but how are that doesn't make sense.
How, do,
That
how
doesn't make
doesn't it?
because that's positions. That doesn't mean people are shorting it. That means positions are closing.
Don't question it.
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
Don't question it. Second you start questioning.
but 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 let's be real. Like
Don't
OI
question it.
when it goes
Don't
down,
question it.
I'm
Don't
not
question it.
I'm not questioning. I'm just saying something in a general. When OI goes down, that means positions are closing. Correct?
Yeah, I
Okay.
get it. But for
No,
some
no, no.
reason, this is
It
like
works.
OI on steroids, and I don't.
It works, man. Hey, I'm not gonna yuck your yum, bro. You are.
So okay, just for reference, this is not my normal use case for it because generally I need to see the OI div and then a continued break of structure, and I usually market this break right here, and then I usually cover this low on my stop. That's my typical strategy with it, but because of where we are, because we had the CME gap above, because we had a manipulated break and all that other context I just applied, that's the only reason, and that's the only reason I'm looking for like this low to hold here. You know what I mean? Technically, like it really shouldn't have to come back, but we'll see. I guess it was like I said, this is a trade that I would bet money on because very rarely do they fail. Can it fail? Oh yeah, hell yeah, it can fail. Should it fail? I don't think so. That's kind of my logic right now, but we'll see. I'm kind of waiting. I'm kind of waiting for like any kind of buyback. I need to see price at least push out of the breaker.
Yeah.
Come on, just push out of the damn breaker so I can get into an entry. They're trying to hold it though. Like they are trying to hold it. I'll give them that. Let's see OI again. Yeah, like people are like, yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it so far. Come on. If we get above this high, I think it's going to take out the high. If we get above this blue line, I think we're good to at least the target. Come on. You know you want to. See, I'm just worried about ETH not taking out that low. Maybe it doesn't really have to, though. No, it doesn't really have to. Let's check USD Dom. We shouldn't really have to lose the high volume nodes, right? USD Dom looks pretty good here. It's stalling a little bit more than I would have hoped, though. Whoa. I was kind of hoping for like a more like aggressive move out of this damn POC. I don't like how it's like delaying here. A little bit laggy for my liking. What do you think? You're the node master. What do you think, no master flex?
Well, we're consolidating on the node from what I'm seeing. So, you don't like to consolidate above support because that's what essentially it is. It's support. So, but it's the 1 minute that we're watching. I like your thought process, under 87.3. That's not going to be a look. That's not going to be a good look.
No, I don't want to say it. No, bro. Like I need to get above this damn node, and I need to see aggression above above. If I see aggression above, I'm gonna market the entry. I can't touch it while they're doing this crap because this isn't really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not worthy enough. I don't care if I sink low, but I need to have aggression. Okay, this dog's going to be the death of me.
No, that's
Would you
definitely.
wait a minute?
Yeah.
My God.
But that's definitely one thing, guys, that with these nodes, I try to be mindful of. Like, you don't want to get caught up in the consolidation on the node. Because then, if you're just, oh, it broke the node to the high, I'm going to long it. Oh, it broke the node to the low, I'm going to short it. Nah, man. I'd rather see some structure develop and then a break of structure and then a
I got to turn my screen.
confirmation break of structure after that. So, sometimes I miss the node exactly. I don't get it to the dollar. I'm off by a couple $100 because I rather see the confirmation that that node actually held. Right now, what we're seeing is not, it's just like Phoenix said, they're trying to hold it up right now, but we're slowly losing it. It's slowly getting sucked under. So, you know, we do have a little bit of demand, at least on the 1 minute, from 87.45 down to 87.3, but I don't know how much you guys are going to put into that. Yeah, and
Yeah, I don't like how long this is taking.
on Bybit, it looks like we broke underneath the POC and we actually back tested the POC on Bybit UST or
Or share your screen
USD.
for a minute. I'm trying to share your screen. I got to let my dog out, and she's driving me crazy here.
Yeah. So sorry if my computer starts getting AIDS again in the middle of this thing, but uh, so looking at this fixed range, this is what I was talking about. We broke underneath it, and then we actually retested that POC. But we are here at the node. This red line is the overall node. Where I got that from, guys, was this guy right here. So I don't like that we're just hanging out right on top of it. Like we're literally just dicking around right on it. And again, you don't want to get caught freaking with these because you're gonna have tons of false signals, quote unquote. Um, so the best thing, and this is where I would take advantage of, if say this is gonna be where we find our low, I want to see, something like this, a break, and then after we break structure here, I want to take the long off of a market on that one, and then that I can take up to this area. But look, we're falling through that node right now. You know, one thing I would be careful of, yeah, sure, we have this little bit of whatever you want to call it right here, demand or whatnot. Um, but, you know, even if we do start popping up, this could be a real possibility, us coming here, retesting it, and coming down. So just be mindful of that. Even if we come down, break this low, be careful on a possible SFP because you don't want to get caught. Oh, I caught the SFP just to come right up to that node and get smacked down. Like that's something that could definitely happen. So you just gotta pay attention, man. You gotta pay attention to what's going on. Uh, this doesn't look great, man. Doesn't look great. Us breaking back under this because if you look, man, the one thing that's
Yeah, I'm
still,
not a fan. That's why I said I need to get out.
yeah, we're falling through it, man.
The fact that we couldn't break the block isn't very reassuring.
Yeah,
I don't like it. I don't like
hmm
it so far.
And I've been seeing this whole way where these freaking liquidity curves have been getting left behind. So that's why liquidity curves, equal highs, wickless candles, all of those are great like targets or places to look for eventually to hit or places to look for a setup, but they suck as like, oh, freaking, we got equal highs up there, so I'm gonna long now because we're gonna for sure tap it in the next however many hours. Nah, man. Remember, the market can stay irrational way longer than you can stay liquid. Always remember that. Like the market can,
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
If we get back above that POC, if we get back above 87,640 and hold it, I'm going for it though, man. I'm going in.
no.
Just letting you guys know that. Non-financial advice, but I'm going.
This was a good one. This was a really good one. And this was a good one too. I like these trades, but this is what I was talking about earlier, man. Like freaking it was tough to trade because look how much we were deviating the node. We were deviating it to the high, to the low, to the high, to the low. So, you did have a nice setup. This was a really nice setup. I believe I took this one. Um, and then it took you all the way up to the next node here. Those are the things we like to see, but you gotta make sure your stop loss needs to be where your stop loss needs to be. And I hate freaking like
Yeah.
crafting a stop loss where it's so tight because I want to throw weight into the trade. At that point, I rather widen out my stop loss and take money out of the trade. So I'm still only losing 1%, you know? Like cuz guys, that you could set this up and that's why Phoenix says it's so important to know how much you need to risk because I could have this trade. Where is it? Let's do a like a 1-to-1 almost underneath the previous low, and or a 2-to-1. All right, and still only risk 1% in that stop loss. But the thing is, since it's so much wider, it's about freaking 100 and something dollars, $200, or however much this is. Let me see. No, $1,000. My bad. But you're still only risking 1%. But you got to understand your trade's not going to be it's not going to be a fat trade. But you can take advantage of moves like that. Your stop loss needs to be where your stop loss needs to be, and it sucks because we try to avoid putting it where it needs to be because you want to throw these huge trades, with the huge like 40 RRs. But the thing is, you're just gonna watch yourself get freaking stopped out, and then watch it go in the direction that you thought. And if you would have just put your stop loss where it was supposed to go, you would have been up pretty nice, you know. But yeah, man. At this
Yeah.
point, we're under the node. We're chilling. Look, man. It looks like we're trying to backtest that node. I don't know. You
We
can,
just hit it to the dollar on mine.
yeah. Nice. What the POC of the little mini range up
Yeah.
here? Okay. You know.
Oh, here we go. Fucking coming down.
Yep. Yep. So
That's what I'm saying. I needed aggression. I can't lie. Aggression.
yeah, it looks
I need
soft,
aggression in my favor in order to long it.
especially after you've missed the low by $2,000. Or close to $2,000, like you need to see that there's want to be follow through within there. Your OI doesn't look like this.
Let me see.
What time frame do you normally look like OI on?
Go like, yeah, go ahead. Okay, zoom out of it. No, I think that's right, bro. Like, uh, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Let me see. Gosh, what a stupid move. Volume just like disappeared entirely, bro. What the heck?
It really did. Well, this whole thing, man, since the bottom, at least on freaking Bybit and on this open interest that I'm looking at, positions have been closing this whole way up. You know, so
Yeah, shorts getting stopped.
that, but yeah, yeah, but shorts are getting like, I don't know, man, because this doesn't really look like it took any liquidity, and we already had a big push down. You know what I mean? Like down to here, we were still closing positions. I guess like I would expect the big purge, like the big drop in OI to happen here. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's the last like little pivot point that actually had some liquidity. This caused that down there and then coming up. But it just looks like it's
Let me
been.
check mine versus yours.
What I'm thinking is that maybe this pump up is everybody taking profit. You never know. All these shorts taking
Yeah,
profits.
yours looks. They look totally different, by the way.
All right, let me
I
see
went.
yours. Leviathan, open interest.
Same. I mean, I guess. Yeah, try that one. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, way different. Look at this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're using the fake. I use the fake stuff.
I'm using
My OI is cut down.
I wonder what he uses for his parameters. I wonder if this is the same OI that they use on Coinalyze.
I
Cause
use
you
the Timu OI.
because Coinalyze has aggregated OI also. So I don't know, man.
This looks like if I'm telling you right now, this looks like if we get above that POC again, I think we're going to see an engulfing candle. Oh shit! Never mind.
Yep. But this type of stuff, man, it's crazy. We've been watching this happen where it looks like it should have been easily purged is acting as like good freaking supply and knocking us back down. So I don't
All I
know.
wanted was a Valentine's Day pump. Is that too much to ask for? Okay. Just had to break the damn breaker block, and it would have been long. That's all we needed. Couldn't get it. I'm gonna call this the Timu pump.
Hey,
If we don't pump from here, I'm calling it the Timu pump.
is this one of your divs? Is this something? Don't look at the time frame. Just tell me if this is something that you would like, where we pump higher, but OI is it's the
That's
opposite.
exhaustion for me.
Okay.
Bro, I treat it just like CBD. I treat it literally just like CBD. Don't ask me why it works. I had about a dozen people, including Boyan himself, tell me it doesn't make any sense. But here I am, winning 80 plus percent, 85 plus percent of the trades that I incorporate with an actual confirmation of structure. This one didn't confirm. I showed you guys what would make it confirm. It didn't actually happen. So that because I didn't wait for it to confirm, I can't justify the entry technically.
So what you would want to
But if I had I can front run the component.
hmm
Show me.
No, I was just asking what you wanted to see is OI higher and price lower because that shows absorption, quote unquote, if you're looking at a
Yes.
CBD. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. I'm
Yep.
gonna check that out. This is on my chart now. I'm gonna use this one instead of the other OI. Freaking, but
You use it with structure though. Like, don't just take it. Like, you have to use it with structure, right? Or it's not going to give you the same. Trust
yeah,
me, you get Timu results. You don't use it with structure.
nah, man.
Like,
Structure's king, bro.
go back to anywhere, bro. Go to like 2 minute. Go to the 2 minute or 3 minute time frame. 3 minute even. Just go to three, and just go back to like I don't know before. I don't really like to use it on aggressive moves as much, but like if you go back to we're getting a little bit of a pump here, by the way. Hopefully this is come on, baby, get through that POC. You know you want to get through the node. Break structure up. I'm going in. I don't give a shit. I'm trying it.
So this
If I
is
get wrecked, I get wrecked.
it.
I'm only going in.
Just what you like it super local, or would you be looking at this pump
I do
here
both. I do both.
and then this?
Yeah, that one. Don't even, bro. I didn't even notice that until now, actually. Shit. Yeah, that's bad. Okay. That's not good. Show's over, folks. No, I'm kidding. No, but that can get invalidated though, right?
Yeah.
You bear. Well, no. Listen, there was some bearish ones. I mean, eventually, like you get into a demand zone that doesn't make sense anymore. So to short it anymore, and they do get invalidated. Of course, it's going to get invalidated. But here's the thing: in order to confirm that bearish one, what I need to see is I need to see that upward structure failure. So that low that we have right underneath us there, if that breaks below and we back test up, I'm looking to short at that point, and I'm looking to short it down. Why wouldn't I? Because it works 85% of the time.
And would you consider that protected based off OI at that point? Because now we've broken that
Yeah,
low and
that
it
high would be
showed.
protected.
Okay,
Exactly. Yep.
perfect.
That's where my stop goes. I don't need to get too greedy and too tight with it. Here's the thing, bro. Like in the last 3 months, I've tried more reaction trading, and I'll be honest, my win rate. Oh, there we go. We're getting there. It's working now. Come on, hold the POC. It just took a little bit of time, guys. Okay, we gotta wait. We gotta. The pump is always out there. Okay, you just gotta be patient. If we hold this damn thing, of course we might SFP it, but if we hold it, When we hold above here, we get above that blue line at 87.7. I think we're definitely going higher. Come on. Don't SFP it. Totally SFP'd it. I need to get out of that breaker block. We're still in the damn breaker block. Even though it's like an old zone, I'm still looking at it. Oh, come on. Pump it. Pump is always out there, bro. That's exactly what I envisioned when I said that too.
What, the Arnold gif?
Yeah. I had that in my head. That exact gif was in my head, bro. As he said that, as I said that, that's hilarious.
Bro, we just got to do this. We got
Don't.
to rocket ship. Where's the... There we go.
Come on. Don't fail me now. Squeeze those shorts out. Squeeze the shorts.
Bro,
We're literally on the monthly open now, by the way. That's what we're holding. Oh, the monthly open, by the way, is right on par with your POC, just for reference.
is it?
Yep.
Come on,
Yep, we're
rocket
on
ship.
both.
You like the rocket ship,
Rocket
bro?
ship emoji.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
they
we
took
gotta
it.
we gotta pump it up.
They took it off of my trading view, so I have to make my own rocket ship emoji. Look, I made it.
By the way, there's a beautiful SMT divergence between Bitcoin and ETH right now, and that's kind of my hopium for going higher here. They manipulate it down towards VWAP on ETH, but they didn't do it on BTC. I'm not saying it's going to work. It might not.
So,
But
hey, just OI King.
bro, you're fucking baked. What do you got on your screen?
That's I
Invert your
told
chart for a second.
why.
It kind of looks like a face with a nose. It was upside down. Like with like crazy looking like eyelashes or something. Does that even, yeah, does that actually invert the image though? Oh, it does too. Oh my god.
Wait.
Oh my god. Please hold this.
Like that? Is that what you were looking at?
Yeah, I'm thinking about like that Indian guy. Remember that Indian guy that was like, I need the price to go up like very soon. I am over invested by a lot. Do you remember that? Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Can Deb do something? Yeah, I'm thinking of that shit right now too.
But freaking
But
dog,
doors
you
in the
remember
chat.
you remember
You guys
that
doing on?
remember that one song? Bitcoin, please go to moon. Stop go. Alright, hey,
Nick,
but you
let me-
weren't li- you weren't listening to me. You said I was baked, but is this
hold
what
on,
you'd be looking at?
hold on. Yeah, exactly, bro. But the way to confirm it is breaking the
The
high,
high.
right? And then
Yep.
covering the high or low on your stop loss, and then
And
target. Don't get greedy with your target, right? Exactly. So you break that high with a close on the designated time frame, and it's not an SFP. If it's a 1 minute close and it's a 3 minute SFP, that doesn't work. You kind of want it to be like, if you're taking that wide of one, you want it to be like a 3 minute close anyway, right? At least 3 minutes.
gotcha.
Um,
I don't know.
She
What
doesn't even know how to control Spartan.
what do you mean?
Somebody's trying to snitch. Snitches get stitches.
Snitches on who?
Snitches get liquidated.
Who's what do I need to be controlled at, man? Should I tell T about what?
I
Tell T about what?
don't
That's
know.
why Thor's not here. This is what we're paying for. I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
He's an art teacher. Okay.
Yeah, man. It was a face. It was a face, bro. It was a face.
Yeah, you thick-minded individuals.
You guys are weird, bro. Like it was literally with a piece of fruit and two athletic equipments. Like, what are you guys thinking
There's
it
a
is?
screenshot of the screenshot. Oh my goodness gracious! What a slow, dumb move this is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, I know how to fix this. Okay, I'll just close out of my long that I took a partial position on, and then it's going to moon. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Close. No, I moved it down. Whoop daisy.
Oh
Oh
man.
shit! I didn't think I was gonna.
And wait. Who's bitching? Said freaking. Oh, this is what we pay for. We've been on stream for 3 hours now. Shut up.
That was only supposed to be a quick one. I'm excited.
Shut
Yeah.
up. Whoever said that, like, no, that's whack, bro. We've been on stream for
Trying to get you
like
guys.
two and a.
Trying to make you guys some money.
You know.
Trying to make you guys some money. Listen, we're trying to make you guys some money, and it's not. Apparently, it didn't work out yet, but it might. Listen, as long as we don't come back to that low that we just put in at 87,430. Like, if you come back to that, I think it's cooked. Like, then we're just going to come. We might sweep the low of 87,380, but that would kind of throw a wrench in my bullish OI did thing. It shouldn't have to because we have an SMT. Yeah, bullish local OI. It's actually really nice looking, actually, the OI right now. The only counter thing is obviously the bearish OI is a bigger pull than the local bullish one. But what I have in the hopium is that the bullish SMT is going to be our saving grace. We have a structure break on the 32nd. We just rejected up that damn node again and the monthly open again. I don't know what's taking so long here, but I'll give it a few more minutes, man. Like I'll wait like 2 or 3 minutes left. Don't worry, it's going to move the second we end the stream. That happens every time, bro. Every time I stream, I don't care who it's with, the move happens every time I end it, whether it's bullish or bearish. Doesn't even matter if it's counterproductive or not. Like it's just the way she goes, bro. It's the way she goes.
It'd be like that, bro.
Listen, I longed the other night though. I actually did long. Listen to this story. I actually did long like max available BTC on 2 accounts at the same time on KSEX because they limit me on like 27 or something on the levers that I was using. So, anyways, I did 2 accounts max long at the same time, and it was during. I didn't realize how low the volume was, and like I wasn't even paying attention like at all, and like I just said, oh, my level got hit, and I seen like a 1 minute structure flip, and I just gave it, man, and I actually moved the pro. I actually moved it like $50. I was like, whoa, it was crazy.
Be like,
100% was me, like
I am the
100%.
market maker.
I definitely did. 100% was me. Definitely. Because when I looked at the order book afterwards, I just knew right away that was me because it put me on the top of the candle, right?
Yeah. Yo, we had
But,
like.
but my saving grace was that people followed in next to me. Like, because I marketed in there, people followed me in. And I was like able to, it wasn't a great trade. It was more of like a break even kind of trade, but that was my saving grace.
Nice.
I don't know. It worked.
Nice. Well, guys, I don't know, man. I think this isn't finished. Whether or not we go down from here a little bit and then come back up, I definitely think we're gonna try to complete this a little bit more. If we do completely lose this guy's 84 threes on the books, it's still there. It's still there, man. We did
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
you know, you've
Wait, what did we hit?
what?
What's the black box?
What
What's
black?
that box you have?
That's a fair value gap.
Like the box that. Oh.
Yeah.
So we have a 2 hour OB there, right? Like, well, we just missed it. Look at Red Elephant's an egg whore.
This is, I think, a 1 hour fair value gap. I forget how I drew it. 1 hour, 2 hour, 2 hour. No, it's not the 2 hour. 3 hour. I don't even.
Steal his eggs.
Can we steal eggs yet?
I
It was a 4 hour
don't
order
know.
block. It was a 4 hour order block. It was a BPR, the balanced price range or the wall of imbalances or windows of imbalance. That's what it was. We bounced off it initially before we went up to 96, and then now we just bounced off of the 50 line or just a little bit below the 50 line. I think if we dip into it again, I think we're filling it.
Here, we're trying. Sorry.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yo,
This is where, like,
huh?
yeah, this is stupid, bro. This is so stupid.
I'm getting off stream, bro. Like I'm
No,
done.
I'm just saying how stupid this price action is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm not trading this, man.
But look, like guys, there's no trade here for me. I didn't have a retest, a proper retest on the way back down, and now it kind of looks like Like we couldn't get back over it. There was no long for me to get back in here, you know? I want to see something clear, like something actually boom coming up. That would be nice. But if like especially if we do this, I would like that because I think the target would be 88. That would be nice. That would be a nice move along from here. Like, let me see if that would even be worth it.
No, this is so dumb. What a dumb move.
1.5% if you're risking 1%. That's not bad. That's a nice little cheeky scalp. But I would honestly, man, I would like to see 89 get hit. 89, 90K. Like in between this zone here. I would like to see all of this get wrecked.
Bro, I'm telling you, like the Bitcoin trades lately, like compared to like other assets, like traditional market assets, or even for assets, versus like forex and like the S&P and the EQ or EQ, the NQ, EQ. That's funny. Um, have been trash. Like if you aren't there, I find like if you aren't there, like at that moment in time when the trades present it, you're just missing out. It's crazy, man. Or even if you're there and you doubt yourself, like I did on the long today. Uh, I actually did it twice in a row. I doubted myself on the gig along Friday. I doubted myself on the gig along tonight, and both times they front ran the main POI by like by dollars, just by dollars. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm getting sick of it. I'm hoping it's like easier soon because it's getting a little frustrating. I'm actually going to start trading traditional market again, I think, in the meantime. By the way,
Yeah, I'm thinking about
would you
it
trade
too,
it if
man.
I buy?
I'm
I might.
think
If I buy you a funded account, will you try it?
yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. If it's free, it's for me. That's why I
All
chose
right.
to play Rust. What are you going to do? Like I've been hearing about this one I don't know what it's called. I forget. Fuck. Austin
Step.
Silver.
Step's the better one.
Top Step.
No,
Like
use Top Step because it's like $50 or $60 for a month for like a 50K account, bro. Breakout is like $700 or something crazy. The fees are ridiculous.
there's
Like,
a,
ugh.
there's another one, Top One Funded, I think, or some shit like that. That's a relatively new
Yeah,
market,
Top Step's better, bro.
and
No, listen,
you
listen.
could do
Top Step. I
daily.
know a lot of guys that use it.
Yeah,
It's better,
you could do daily
way better.
withdrawals and all that.
Right, way better. Oh yeah, but I think there's like a cap to an extent, but like you don't really need to take out more than like 5K a day or whatever the limit is. Like, you can just
Yeah.
withdraw it as much as like if you're making that much, you're fine, right?
No, I would like to see.
Silver's got
I would definitely like to see, how it would be with the funded. I'm interested, I'm
yeah.
interested.
I'm actually looking for the swing sort of a century on gold and silver because I think they're really going to take a crap eventually. I haven't looked at them in a while, but I know like obviously we're overextended on both, right? Like let's be real. And I know that we're overextended on the market as a whole, and I do believe we're going to see like a pretty aggressive pullback eventually here soon. I don't think it's going to I don't think we're going to see like 8K Nas or 8K S&P before a massive pullback. But
Gold has a little bit more to go up, I think. If this is going to be the top, I definitely think. Wait, let me see.
let me see. Do you have the chart open?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. It's in price discovery. Wait now. Go to the daily right quick
I like this.
or 4 hour. Yeah, I like that too. Go to 4 hour though. 4 hour, not even daily. Go to 4 hour. And
Jeez.
then guy goes to daily anyway. Okay.
Hey, bro, calm down. You're lagging by like 3 seconds. Sorry. Jeez.
It's you. It's not me.
It's definitely you.
I'm the lagger. Okay, I'm gonna call you Sir Lags a lot.
Hey, don't use the R, bro. You got to put an A at the end. You a lagger. That's what you are. But yes, you're lagging.
It's not me.
It is you. All right. So what's up? I'm on the 4 hour. Dígame. Talk to me, Phoenix.
Okay, yeah, hold on. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that makes sense. Okay, go to the daily now.
Bro, and
One Mississippi, two Mississippi, three Mississippi.
shut up, bro. I'm going, man.
Man,
Jeez.
I'm so sick. I can't even like function right now.
You're being a fucking
Uh,
idiot.
turn not crap off, bro. Okay, yeah, we're way overextended on the daily. What's that, bro? That's crazy pump. That's a crazy. That's vertical. That's straight vertical, man. Yeah, that's gonna die off eventually. But I wouldn't try to front run the dump. No way, because you just don't know the power of the retail Homo sapien. You know what I mean?
Yeah, big time,
Oh yeah.
big time.
What a
Freaking.
dumb move.
Well,
Sorry, I'm mad at Bitcoin right
you're out of Bitcoin.
now. No, I'm mad at Bitcoin. I really wanted just a simple scalp. Like, was it too much to ask for?
Yes.
Apparently.
Bro, look at the freaking difference between Bybit, which is at 87,365, Binance is at 87,519, and then USDT Bybit's at 87,466. I don't like that. But all right, hey man,
So that's the thing.
no,
I'm done too.
yeah,
I'll just say this last thing. Personally, I'm not. By the way, ETH hit VWAP. So if it's gonna bounce, ETH might be the one to send us up here. Otherwise, I think we're gonna get a rotation back to near VWAP on BTC. It might even S&P the low this local range, which would kind of suck because it would invalidate the SMT and everything. But whatever. Um, I'm still gonna stick to my plan. By the way, guys, like if we get above that POS, if we get above 87.7 convincingly, and then see a little bit of a retrace, I'm gonna try a long, but just be warned and be ready to like de-risk it quickly. You want to see aggression. You don't want to see like oompa loompa candles making their way up. You know what I'm saying?
no, of
You want to
course,
see some kind of aggression behind it, but
bro. This trend line is the goat. Like, I think this ain't good.
yeah, I used to use that, bro. It's Joe Pippins, right? Like the old Joe Pip.
Yeah, man.
Are you on
No.
log scale?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, it
that's
doesn't
probably
work
why
on.
it looks a little wonky
It
then.
doesn't work on log.
Oh,
It doesn't work
yeah,
on
never
log.
mind. Okay, I'm wrong.
Yeah, Bob's your uncle. But now you got to start taking this deviation into account because look, we even respected the both times we came back underneath, we came up, retested it, pumped a little higher, broke, break, retest, pumped higher. So now looking at this as future TEA, it's kind of like what's it called? You got to take that deviation into account. Let me see something real quick. Why don't you ever use the
Yeah,
compare function?
the what now?
Compare function.
I don't know how to use that.
You just go up to wait, let me get out of this, and then this is what is this at the very beginning. So yeah, you can have both charts. Hold on. You can have both charts on here. What the hell is this though? Hold on. There we go. And then you can actually have
Oh yeah, yeah. But
candles.
does it? Can you do a candle chart though, or does it have to be a line chart?
No, you can do candles.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then come in there, like, and that's crazy where we got the bounce was right. Okay. But yeah, that's usually how I use that. But the only thing that does suck is when you go to different charts, it's still there. And it's kind of a pain in the ass. All right, man, I'm getting off. I got stuff to do. I got laundry to finish up before tomorrow.
All right. Do your dirty socks, bro.
Yeah, bro, freaking. And
All
then
right, guys.
tomorrow I gotta cook
Good
like
luck
some
uploading that
leftovers.
file, by the way. It's gonna be crazy, crazy long. Like that's why, like, why your computer's lagging because you're not deleting the old streams. By the way.
They're not on here.
Mm.
They're on a hard drive.
Okay.
Yeah. At
Potato
least.
drive. All right, bro. All right, guys.
I hate
Have
you.
a great evening.
Hey
P-
man, it's always
Potato,
fun.
potato.
Hey, come on with us tomorrow. Let's see if we can get Thor, me and you, if you're down for a weekly open.
Yeah. I'm not, if Bitcoin doesn't wreck my balance by then, I'll let you know.
Man, you'll be fine, bro. If anything, just sell some of your sell Brandy's horse. Sell the horse.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, bro. I'll sell the horse.
Yep.
Well, I'm leveraging the horse 100x leverage.
There we go. Send it to a glue
Yeah.
factory. All right, man. I'll talk-
Yeah. And
That's a cool ass
you know,
freaking. That's a cool ass.
GGs.
All right, man. Take it easy, bud. Later.